Hey, what's up, kids? Welcome to another episode of the 1 6 Pack, episode 78. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. If you're new to the show, we discuss 1 6 figures, Hot Toys 3.0, InArt, Asmus, third party, and other stuff. My name is Trevor 16Shooter. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Tommy D, aka Eye of Watu, wearing the 3X InArt shirt.
You don't have to say the size.
It's very small. He doesn't wear a 3X. I honestly, I don't know how the girth of that. I've ordered 3X shirts in the United States. Yeah.
They start like here.
Big. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're for big people.
No, this fits
and
like a
this
glove.
thing is like form fitting. It's bizarre. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. And, of course, as always, TJ, a.k.a. Capes and Rifle, future Olympic breakdancing bronze medalist, TJ. Oh, TJ, so we were talking earlier, and we didn't put it out to, we wanted to put it out to everybody. What is going to be your breakdance? Why do they have, nicknames? This is, no other
No, that's her last name.
Nickname.
That's her legit last name.
I know, but, she...
Okay. And she just happened to have a cool one because her name is Rachel Gunn.
Yeah.
Cool. Ray Gunn.
Okay, so not everybody. I didn't watch the competition. Not everybody had a cool hip hop.
Yeah, everybody had a nickname.
Okay.
Oh, did everybody have a nickname? Yeah. I didn't really. I just watched.
Oh, they did.
Twitter. So
okay.
I knew her last name was Ray Gunn.
So what are you going to be?
Capes and Rifles.
Oh,
just keeping it real, man.
Are you going to wear a cape though? I think you should wear a cape. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm going to wear a 3XL InArt shirt. And some
that is hip hop right there, man. That is hip hop.
Yes.
Track pants.
The big big pants, big shirt. Yep.
Tearaway track pants.
Yep. No, I'm
absolutely.
I'm picturing that. It's working for me. So I just got to make it to LA in 2028. And, I mean, I saw some of those performances. I think I can do it.
After seeing those performances, I think anyone can do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm getting ready to compare to the athletes and say this is what a regular person does.
I saw the one guy in green. I just saw.
That's Ray Gunn. It's a lady.
No. That's Ray Gunn. No. I thought the woman.
The one who's doing this
kangaroo thing.
The kangaroo and
no. He was on the ground. This is a dude. I think it was a dude.
No, it's
on the ground.
It's Ray Gunn.
No. I thought Ray Gunn had purple.
All
woman.
She wore green tracksuit.
Australia tracksuit.
Yeah. Who had purple on then? The purple one
could have been anybody.
Good. Oh, okay. I thought
no. Ray Gunn's terrible. That's the joke. The joke is the fact that she also has a PhD in cultural studies.
Okay,
and she's terrible.
Okay, so I guess I watched one of the winners or something like that, which was pretty good. But yes, I saw that, and that was weird, man. It was weird. The whole thing is weird to me. I don't know how dance is suddenly an Olympic sport. Why is ballet not an Olympic sport? Why is ballroom dancing not an Olympic sport?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It makes me wonder about the whole gymnastics routine, right? Because it's basically that, but just on the ground, right? Because you're doing
but gymnastics, you've got you could hurt yourself. The stuff that they're doing. I mean, I don't know about that whole flag.
I'm talking about those, the
thing.
routines. That's very close to the breakdancing thing.
It is, yeah.
How do you?
I honestly don't think that should be a sport. Honestly, I mean, when
agree.
you're putting on on the balance beam and you're risking. I mean, you don't have to risk injury.
No, that's a sport.
But you're flipping on a beam, man. That takes some talent. I don't know about spinning flags around or breakdancing takes talent. I don't want to take away from it, but there should be a breakdancing world championship, and there probably is.
There is.
I just don't think it should be in the Olympics. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
After this year, I don't know if it will be again.
Yeah.
So
will there be billiards? I mean, that takes some skill. There's no billiards in.
Is billiards a summer or a winter sport?
Summer.
I'm saying winter.
I think it's a fall sport. It's really you really want.
We don't do fall Olympics. It's winter
fall Olympics
or summer
should be
Olympics.
A thing.
I agree.
Let's see what we got in chat. We got Dave Orkin first, of course. Josh Brown, what's up, Josh? Joe Gonzalez, what's up, Joe? We were just talking about this man, the man, the myth, the legend. Alberto, what's up, buddy? Maz's Toy Box, what's up, buddy? What number is this? Not 78. It is 78. It actually is 78. There you go. Stick around. Jeff White is here. Is it true that the new skeleton, the Four Horsemen, just released is one and done release in that color? Jeff, this is a 1/6 show. I don't know if you caught the title. But
answer the question if you know it. Answer the fucking question.
It's probably going to be like the Valiant Knight, a one and done in this form. But this is going to be the skeletons going forward. So it may not be in this color. And a lot of people are like, this is too white, whatever.
Oh, I dug it.
They wanted a little more. I think it's good. I like it. But I mean, it's a different color than like the Necronominous bones, which are a little more, dirty or whatever.
They'll do the yellow one, the yellowish tinged one. I'm
They'll
sure they'll do all color.
Yeah, they'll be around. I mean, you may. I don't know if I can't say that. I don't know. No inside information that they'll be at Legion's Con, but they may be at Legion's Con. I don't know.
Like Mythic Legions. Like, of course, Mythic Legions will be at Legion's Con.
No.
Like
the skeletons themselves. They were just at IshCon. There's RetroCon coming up. If you can make it to Pennsylvania, I'm sure you'll be able to pick up some there. I think they're going to be out there though. People are buying them in multiples. Whether they're keeping them or not, I don't know. But I think you'd be able to get some. But that's that.
I got one.
Lou.
I like that he's a thick boy. Ooh,
he is a thick boy. Yeah. He's thick.
Oh.
He looks good, man.
Local Lou, I agree with you on this. Oh, I can't add things to the chat. That sucks. I'm logged in. Oh, I'm not logged in.
You're not? Oh.
No.
You can't add things to the chat? Oh, shit. That's
no, I wanted to be able to pop that one up specifically because I also
log back
love that figure. I don't want to disappear from the show.
All right, okay. All right. 2 days of my Black Suit Spider-Man for the PS5 game is one of my favorites this year. Yeah, I know.
It's real good.
I know. It looked good. I held myself back because I'm like, it's not something that fits the stuff that I'm collecting, but it looks so cool. You know what it is?
You just want the one Spider-Man for your shelf, right?
Yeah, and I got it. I mean, I got it. I got the Homecoming Spider-Man, so I'm good for now. But where was I going with this?
I don't know. Only you have the answer.
Spider-Man is what you're about to say.
What's that?
You're going to get the final swing Spider-Man suit.
I do like the final swing Spider-Man suit. You know what I'm going to wait for is the next Spider-Man movie to see what that ends up being, and not just like a last image of a movie. Like
4 years from now.
I'm okay with that. I got a Spider-Man on the shelf now, so I'm good. I'm happy.
He'll be in 2 Avengers
movies.
Yeah,
he'll be in both the Avengers movies for sure.
I hope so.
Especially Secret War, and now we know that there's like a symbiote somewhere in the MCU. Like, if that doesn't happen in Secret War, like if he doesn't show up in Spider-Man 5 rocking a black suit that he got from the Secret War movie, then they're doing it wrong. That's what I'm saying. Throwing it out there now.
Yeah, he's got to have that for sure.
Yeah. And I want Spider-Man 5 to be not a Venom movie. He just has the symbiote suit and he's wearing it the whole time. So that way it's like slowly perverting him over the course of that movie. And then the next movie is a Venom movie.
Yeah, that's the trailer ender. Something happens, like it just goes and it becomes sentient. You know what I mean? And it's like, ooh, there we go. Yep, for sure. We got a whole lot to talk. Man, I don't even know if we can touch on that kind of stuff, but I want to. Hopefully we can get through some of the stuff and talk about some of like the reveals from Marvel and Star Wars and things, but we'll see. I don't know what I was going to say. I just want to like some of these things I just want to open and like take apart and play with and then put it back in the box and sell it. Like I just like or not even have to buy it at all. Just like borrow it and just play with it. So
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, enjoy the figure, even if it is 10 minutes of enjoying it, and then move it on. It's
kind of
there's too much coming out. No one can buy everything. It's
not the stuff I'm buying now, but it kind of is that way with a lot of stuff when you get into a that routine of like, oh, I gotta have that. It looks so cool. Because you just wanna touch it, you wanna move it, you wanna play with it a little bit, and then you're like, nah, I don't need this. You know what I mean? And then you end up having to sell it or something. So I don't know how they work that out, but that's what I want.
Just pay to touch. Ooh.
Oh, nice, Nate. What do you? Is there a collab pick tonight? Is this the Mythin?
I believe it is. I love that collab. It's I love when it pops up in my feed.
I wish I could get back into that. I don't know. Maybe in the winter. Still waiting on my brown suit Haunted Wolverine. Same, brother. This guy used some hobo on the corner to bring this shit to me. That's funny. I don't know where the hell mine is. Mine's is coming from Sideshow, and it was supposed to have shipped, but
oh really? They're shipping already? Yeah. I did the payment plan, so I won't see mine for like months from now. But we'll see.
Actually, did I do the payment plan? No, I don't think I
ordered
did.
too much stuff from them.
On those on those instant drops, the exclusive stuff, I think I just hit pay. I don't know. I think I actually learned. Maybe I had learned at that point that I could do a whatever,
a plan,
payment plan. Yeah.
That drop was the first drop I ever tried for of those, like, get in the queue, whatever. Well, yeah, because
any of them?
Well, the last one I was going to try was the Imperial Trooper, but I was out and about, so I wasn't ready for it. Okay. And you were trying to get it for me on my behalf.
Oh my god, that was insane.
Outside of that, I haven't tried it. Nothing else has been what I wanted. I didn't want any.
I'll tell you what,
hair Hot Toy stuff.
I haven't even opened that thing. If you want it, we'll talk.
All right,
I haven't even opened it.
Yeah, but it was.
I got it to get it, as I have with most of those things. TJ, you've gotten a few of them, right? You did get that. Oh no, what have you? Because I know. You're like, hey, I just ordered it from Hong Kong or whatever. Like, you don't even bother with the sideshow queues.
Any of the Scorch looking one with the light up visor? No.
Yeah.
I have no.
Have you ever tried them?
Yep.
And you didn't get
miserably. like terrible.
All right.
I was like number 50,000, and there's like 4,000 things for sale.
Dude, I haven't missed one yet.
Well, you're just
like I've given up on a couple because the Joker, I didn't want the Joker. I'm like, I'm not even gonna get this to like resell it because I here's the thing. I think that what was the last one that went out?
Wasn't it Spider-Man Artisan 2.0?
Probably
Iron Spider 2.0.
There was an Iron Man.
Oh,
I didn't do the Spider-Man.
Not the D23 Iron Man. I don't know which one it was.
I don't know which one it was. Oh no, it was split into two. Which I just got it. It was it was Black Widow. So I don't know if this was the last one, but the last one I did was Black Widow, and they split it into the 4,000 that had the gauntlet with it, and then there was 2,000 that didn't have the gauntlet. And this is an exclusive limited edition. Both of these things, the rooted hair, which looks incredible. I'm really happy that I'm getting it, but. If you add that up, like gauntlet or no gauntlet, 6,000 units, don't you think that's like an average amount? Maybe
I would
give
think
or
so.
take a couple thousand that they sell anyway?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Think so.
And they manage to sell these things in like 20 minutes to an hour, right? It's a brilliant strategy because it could have been a regular release that they put out there and people hem and haw about it and look at it and go, I don't know, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't get it, and then they sell 4,000 of them. Well, they just sold 6,000 in 30 minutes. So this whole limited edition, the idea that these numbers that they're putting out here are limited, I think is complete and utter bullshit.
Like, the Hana Wolverine, the number sounded limited, right? Because it was like only 1,500 worldwide.
Seemed a little low for Wolverine. Because it's Wolverine, and
the brown costume, which is a super popular costume. I mean, I know it's not the tiger stripe, and that's what they came out with as their main. But yeah,
I'll give you that. That's true. Because that was only like what, 1,500, or was that 3,000?
1,500. They said 1,500 worldwide, which I don't know if that's 100% accurate because they seem to have a ton for Sideshow. No one had trouble getting it. It seemed like that day.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. Is it? They're not numbered. So is it 1,500 to the public on this limited edition rollout thing, and then retailers like Sideshow can get, exponentially amount of them afterwards? I don't know. But I just think I feel we're being suckered into this whole limited edition.
Possibly.
Immediately got to get in the queue, got to order it right now type of thing. Brilliant strategy. I can't blame them for doing it because it's freaking working. I mean, they're selling out of these things in a half an hour, and it's things like 000. Like
that was the worst one I think they've done as a limited edition because they had just done the BT. Like how could you do the other droid?
Oh, I don't know why they didn't do it as a 2-pack. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But the 000, I think a lot of people bought the BT just because of the 000. Point being, I bet there's a lot of people who ordered 000 who don't even know the character, didn't read the comic book. It's only been in a comic book, and very limited comic books. So, like, I bet you there are people who just ordered it because it's Star Wars or it's a cool looking, protocol droid or whatever. But I don't know. Anyway, I digress. All right, let's move on to some news here because we got a lot to catch. We're not going to go back to everything that we missed a month
like
ago.
3 months.
I took off July. Like July was just like I needed to like decompress and not have to worry about YouTube shows and stuff. But we didn't even do anything. I think at the end of June for a show. So it's almost been 2 months since we've been on. So
it's been 2.5 months. It's been since May 19th.
Wow.
All right, Tom. I wasn't trying to like make it like worse than it was.
Hey, I'll just say we've been trying to get this going. I know.
I know. All right, so let's start with some InArt stuff. So Tom and I were at SDCC. Got to see some of this stuff live and in person. Surprising they didn't have any of the Harry Potter stuff there. It was really kind of strange.
Couldn't have anything out on display that wasn't a worldwide license.
Oh, that's right. Good call. Okay, yeah, I did ask that, and I completely forgot that.
So Black Myth.
However,
I love that.
Was that also the case at their own little?
No. That was entirely different. That special event, they could show whatever they wanted for that.
Yeah. Which two things. Okay, so that was their special event. It wasn't the public. It was a private event. Tom and I were there, and why they didn't show the Harry Potter stuff there? Why they didn't show the 1/12th, because they're doing a whole 1/12th line of the Bale Batman, which they've been showing for a year.
Catwoman was there.
Catwoman
it was funny
was
that
great.
Catwoman was there. Amazing. Like you were like playing with that figure for a second. Neither of us like at first knew that it was actually jointed because you can barely see the joints. It matches in so well with the sculpt.
I will tell you, like, it is really good. Like, I think the line they're going down, like that. I mean, Nolan Batman trilogy. Great. Gold. Like, people will buy it over and over and over again. We've seen that in 1/6. The metal Batman thing, the whole Batman Who
There's
Laughs.
a couple I'm going to buy. I will buy the Batman Who
They
Laughs.
look great. The details are incredible. I don't know if that's the best thing to start out of the gate with, but I mean, I guess if you've got a license for certain things, and that's what you got a license for, that's what you're going to do.
They said they were chasing the specific licenses that they wanted. So that's clearly the ones that they wanted to sculpt and wanted to come out with. But what's crazy, though, is that is... I would love to say that they're doing stuff that we haven't had in 1/12. And technically, McFarlane is not 1/12 because they're doing 8-inch figures. But McFarlane is doing a lot of those same characters.
That's true.
And
I've only seen the Batman Who Laughs. I've seen McFarlane's, but there's a couple other companies who've had
Custom.
Batman. Mafex? Didn't Mafex do one?
No, I don't think so. No, it was all unlicensed outside of.
Maybe it was.
McFarlane.
Maybe it was all unlicensed. Maybe you're right. So that's cool. I mean, I will say the detail is incredible. Like, if I was into that line, like, you're not gonna you can't put this up against the McFarlane and go, oh yeah, it's
right.
You'll see the difference. It's like Mafex and I think it's more than Mafex and Marvel Legends. Like Mafex and Marvel Legends, you can put side to side. Articulation, maybe amount of hands and different head swaps. That's one thing, but the detail in these things next to like McFarlane is
far surpassed.
It's night and day. It's incredible.
And I'll tell you, day
Thorin.
one, I'm ordering that Arkham Origins Batman. That was one of the best 1/12 scale Batman figures I've ever seen. Whether it's based on the game or not, like, it just looks incredible. Yeah. That and the Batman Who Laughs, they have my money. Those two figures in hand looked amazing.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any of those, but they do look cool, and I think they are going to be worth their worth the money that they're asking for them. So I won't show this whole thing, but this is this Harry Potter? Or is this...
It said Harry Potter. Yeah, it says it right below it.
Yeah. All right. These are looking really good. I wanted to show Hermione because we've seen Harry Potter. I thought that was the Hermione one.
Who else is now coming out with another Harry Potter in 1/6? That's pretty good.
So J&D, we can jump over to that. I don't have that up. J&D Studios.
It looked really good. I was actually kind of surprised.
They really actually do. So when I first saw this stuff, I was like, "Oh, they're missing it." There was something about, I think it was Ron.
Ron looks a little off compared to the rest.
And the look on Ron's face just looked weird. But I got to tell you, like, now seeing these things, that's just really good, man.
Yeah,
they're really very good. But $1,600 is what we're talking about because
I thought these were going to be cheaper than InArt.
Oh,
that
no,
is
no.
insane.
These are silicone. These are silicone heads. So these are entirely silicone head and neck.
No.
The neck moves.
That's
It's
cool.
on a ball joint. It looks incredible. I mean, when you've got a scarf around them or you've got a neck, like you've got a collar on them like this, I'm not really sure how much that adds to your enjoyment. But like, I guess, jeez, this is the worst. Good Lord. Okay, I guess I got to. Okay.
Do you remember
when
seamless? InArt announced they're going to do this high-end Harry Potter? People were like, who's going to spend $600 for this little child as a toy? Right. And now they're like, here's a $1,600 version.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, but like, I'm going to guess. I thought Harry Potter. I've heard rumblings that it was okay for InArt, but it wasn't like a gangbusters like sales for them in terms of.
I heard rumblings it was terrible for.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, I heard it wasn't very good. And then you're going to go and you take a $600 figure, which looks incredible on InArt's part, and you're going to make a $1,600. Okay, now this is 312. I don't know what we're looking at here. I guess these are sculpted hair. Okay, there's like A, B, and C, I guess, with these things. Oh my God, this site is horrendous.
Maybe the silicone necks are part of the $1,600 version.
I believe that's what the case is.
Why are the images constantly changing? Is it because if you hover, it changes? Oh,
yeah,
that's why.
I can't get to it. So if I go down here to hover over it, it's not.
All right. Big UI and UX is important. Hire professionals to do your websites, please.
I don't know. The Harry Potter still looks weird in places. Okay, so here's the rooted hair. So these are $1,600.
It's the E type
for rooted hair. I mean, it looks great.
And that's what hair look like. That's what
that is very good, man. It is really good. Harry might be the weakest of these, I think.
I think Ron is slightly the weakest.
You think?
Not the
think
hair,
Ron looks
the
pretty
face
good,
sculpt.
Man. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, and maybe Harry looks like young. He looks like what he was.
That's Harry Potter 1. That's exactly what it looked like in the first one.
Yeah. And I think the hair is very good. I think they may have InArt beat on the hair styling. But again, you're talking $3,000
more.
You're talking 3 times the price, if not 4 times the price of InArt, which I don't think anything but the sculpt. The clothing looks great. I mean, I'm assuming like these are silicone bodies, so there you go. There's the Hermione knees, but now InArt has switched the knees up. InArt is doing silicone knees, right? We know, so we're good. I don't know. J&D, I don't know much about them because I'm not a statue collector. Only kind of came into my purview actually for this Arwen figure, which
that's 1/3 scale. It seems like.
Yeah. It's not as great. I mean, it looks good, but when you really get into the details and for the price of it, $2,000, it's really not a great likeness. It's okay. It's not. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's decent. Not for
$2,000. No, it's not. It's not dead on.
Hot toys like this, good enough for like $320.
Oh hell yeah! I'm hoping InArt we will get an Arwen. And speaking to them, like since we talked to them and they did a little Q&A, and I know people have already posted about this stuff, but they did. Johnny did say to me, I think this came to the crowd. I'm not sure, but I think it's kind of common knowledge now. But they are
the Hobbits
either seriously considering or they're not committed to anything, but they're probably doing the entire fellowship. So we should be getting everybody in the fellowship from Lord of the Rings, which would be amazing.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully. One by one. I mean, Gimli's going to be tough, man. If replacing my Asmus Gimli, I'm really happy with that figure. So we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be like this much better, but it's like, is it going to make it worth the cost, to upgrade?
You're right.
Legolas, I think, is going to be probably the next one we really see, and I feel like that one's going to be
sure. Yeah, they teased that from day one, which is it's strange they don't have that. Yeah, and again, no Thorn was there. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't bring some of those things like Superman.
They had some trouble shipping stuff over. They said because the Nazgul that was there was not supposed to be shown. That there was another character that I won't say what it was that was supposed to be in its spot. But so the Nazgul was kind of like we can't show this, so let's just put this one up.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me what that was. What was it supposed to be? Put it in the chat.
I'm not putting it. Oh, the private chat.
Put it in the private.
Okay, sure.
They did have Michael Jackson on display at SDCC and at the event.
Yep.
A
lot of funny comments if you hung around that display, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. There was some people who are very adamant about like Michael Jackson and whatever controversy comes with Michael Jackson, but there's no denying we haven't gone down, Bill Cosby levels of, I mean, dude's music is just. I wasn't a big fan back in the day, but like I do respect everything, and I do like the music now. Like I was way too much of a metalhead back then to like Michael Jackson.
My first concert
secretly
ever
I did like. Really?
Was Michael Jackson? Yeah, I went to the Bad Tour when I was like 7 or something like that.
TJ, Michael Jackson fan or no?
I like the music.
Not enough to
separate the man from the music.
Well, yeah, the music is fantastic. It's amazing.
Yeah. Which I guess when you're talking about getting, when you're talking about getting a figure, is it like, well, I like the music, but I don't need to, venerate the sky on.
So you're saying that you would buy a Tom Cruise character if you like that movie?
I wouldn't buy anything that has the word Tom Cruise on it.
No, it wouldn't. It would have the name of the Ethan Hunt.
You're lucky I talked to you. No, I'm just kidding. No Tom Cruise anywhere, anything. No, Tom Cruise is out. MJ, it's not for me, but man, it looks really good. I'm hard pressed with
wanting the musicians for a long time, so I really thought that when this came out, this was actually for you specifically.
I'll tell you what, like, I'm tempted by everything that they put out because it looks so good. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, and yet I thought about getting Harry Potter as like a representation of the movies Harry Potter. But I'm like, I'm not even like enjoyable movies, great movies. Some of them, not all of them, but great movies.
Agreed.
Just not. I can't do it. MJ, same thing. Like, listen, man. Like, can't deny it. I would love to put him up next to John Lennon and my my Freddie Mercury and my Kurt Cobain. But I'm just not as big a fan of MJ as that enough to spend this kind of money. But
what's
it looks
the one
really
that
good.
Susu is doing that they just announced?
Oh,
from, Guns N' Roses, right?
Slash.
Okay.
Which is
are you gonna get that?
Really?
Yeah. What's that, TJ?
I didn't see that. That's kind of cool.
We'll take a look at it. We'll pull it up. The hat looks a little small on it, but I'm not a great big GNR fan either. I don't think I'd even get Axel if that was the case. But this looks good. I mean, lots of nice detail.
It looks amazing in person too. I watched them style the hair while I was there on the first day, and I love seeing the amount of care that goes into displaying these figures at that time.
Absolutely.
It was amazing. And like, man, MJ displayed beautifully. It was just, again, funny to hear the comments as people walk by because we have a lot of information about Michael Jackson now that the man is has passed. So.
Right. But looks great. I really like it with the glasses off. I'm surprised they didn't have a lot more like professional photos with the glasses off. This looks a little weird in the thigh here. I'm not sure what's going on there, but
that outfit's a weird outfit too, with the weird thong
outfit
thing that he wears over his clothes.
Cod piece, make it weirder than it is. They did have Paul Atreides on display. Looked incredible.
I gotta say, okay, and tell me if I'm crazy for this. In person, I know that, but I kind of thought that the sculpt hair looked better in person. Am I crazy?
I will agree with you because I don't think they styled the hair as well as they could have on these in this display. It was also very weird in that they had him like leaning up like I don't know.
I know why he was leaning. He fell over at least like 3 times before, so they're like, just pop up against the back.
Okay. Did they not have the magnetic stand?
No,
TJ, that worked so well for you? Like, right? That's working great for you, right? I just wanted to bring TJ into the conversation, so let's go, TJ. What do you think about the magnetic sands?
They suck.
Yeah.
Have both Gandalf and Batman falling down now.
Wow. So what is going on there that they're falling over for you? Are you not lining them up with the magnets enough?
I did. No, I did. Like it was fine until it just wasn't. which is weird because like they were lined up for like weeks. I've had Gandalf for a few months. I've had Batman for a month. They were fine. Then suddenly, like it's just stopped holding. Haven't touched the stands at all.
Yeah, and it's not like you have German shepherds running through there or anything like that.
Right.
You get
No, I mean just in the basement. There's nothing. Only one here is like me.
Weird.
My Joker will always put his forehead up against the front of my Detolf. He like slowly just leans forward on his magnetic stand.
Really?
I think it's the ankle joints, so he's just like constantly like slowly just drooping at a point.
I may have had Gandalf fall forward once. He's at the back of the shelf. Like I don't even have glass on these shelves behind me, so like there's no stopping anything. But Batman and the Joker hasn't moved, man. Like not moved since I put it up there.
Wait, did you get Batman?
Yeah, I did get Batman.
Did you open it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been that long since we've had a show.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's been a long The amount of stuff we can spend the whole show talking about that we got.
Got a cape. This is a cape from 1/6 Kit. It's not Jackson Zoo, but it's I don't think I'll ever put the other one on unless I really want an effect because it just drapes like beautifully. Like that this is the way it looked.
I didn't even have a problem with the stock cape, but now you're making me question it.
Yeah, it was better than the Hot Toys cape. I didn't really like the Hot Toys cape. I thought it was very cheap looking. It was better looking than that, but the wires make it like you'll never get it to drape like that.
No,
like, it's never
drape capes are very different. Yeah,
yeah, it's just gotta like I like a drape cape, like, and this is good, and it was like I want to say $40,
and it's still available.
Yeah, it's still up there. 1/6 Kit. Yep. But oops.
Oh no! I don't like hearing "oops" when you're putting that in our face.
Well, I was just gonna say I haven't had a problem with him falling off yet, and yet right now, hang on.
Well, so that's exactly what happened with my Joker. He was great until the very first time I took him off the shelf, reposed him, and then put him back. And ever since, he's never stood up straight on that thing.
Jesus,
yeah, he's a little shaky right now. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the magnetic bases are cool. I don't know how practical it is. It really doesn't. It doesn't. For me, it doesn't detract. I don't love the little crotch things coming up, and I think it kind of like hurts the when you spent this much money on a figure, like especially when I've got a custom figure and I have to stick those little wires up there to crease the pants like in that area. It's just like it's kind of like I don't want to do that, but yeah. Anyway, what's Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise with running action figure.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Drunk Gizmo Cousins? What's up, buddy? And Matthew Weekly's here too. What's up, Matt? Yeah, all right. So they had this there. It looked really good. I'm excited for that. They had this Monkey King, which Tom,
I want this.
Yeah, but it came with a video game, right? Like this was part of like a video game release or something.
This was
like
an exclusive edition that came with one of the video game collector's editions. Was like a $600 buy-in, and everybody was like, it came with this. Sold out within like seconds. It was gone, and that was the only way to get this figure. So I had asked them at the show, "Will you guys be doing a separate release for this?" And they're like, well, we'll have to, think about it, kind of thing. And so like far right now, it seems like no, which is a shame because this was the figure of their 1/6 stuff that they had. That I wanted, I wanted it now, kind of thing.
Based on what they've said, I think it's going to be a no because like they are kind of committed to the whole non-reissue. Like somebody asked them at the event whether or not there would be reissues down the line, and they said they don't want to do. And it was very difficult. Like Johnny is the only one that really speaks English well, so there was a little translation and stuff. But they said like with Gandalf, like will there be a reissue? They'll do Gandalf the White. So you'll be able to get Gandalf the White. If there's any other way that they could do Gandalf, which I don't think there is, maybe there's a different release. But I don't. I think they're.
You might see like
releases
6 years down the line a Gandalf 2.0. Like they're not.
Who knows?
They're just saying they're not going to do a re-release of the version we had. But you never know what's going to happen in the future.
Oh, once they get into silicone and like
exactly.
Moving jaws and things like that. Once we get into that stuff, I'm sure you'll get another chance.
We should say this is the 1/12 scale Bruce Lee that they had on display as a part of their Stone Row line.
Yep.
Looked amazing to me. I think you had a problem with the faces, right, Trevor? Or was it not you?
That wasn't me. No, that wasn't
I think it was Jax. I think it was Plastic Action that didn't like. I thought the faces looked great, personally.
Jax was just angry that weekend. He was just no. I love him. He's the best.
These were also 112. I loved all their 112 stuff. This is their own creative line
Right.
that they're doing, own IP,
Which-
very mythology focused.
That, I believe, opposite to the DC, Batman metal at least,
Yep.
is a great idea.
Yes.
I think doing some great articulated figures, with your own IP this is completely different, and I think the sensibilities over there and the what's the word I'm looking for, the artistic vision, you know what I mean, from a different, it's different. It's a different culture, and I'd like to see some of that stuff brought into original IPs like this. And I think this is really cool. Like, this is nothing you're getting from Brutal Realms or Savage Crucible or Mythic Legions. Like, I think it's really good idea.
Chinese company's take on a harpy, and what a unique looking harpy. It's like so cool.
Hell yeah. And
What is
super
that thing supposed to
articulated.
be?
That is oh god, I know what it is, and I'm trying to think because
it's like a what is that called? Like not an oni. That's not it. I don't know.
I got like Godzilla and Ultraman vibes.
It's very like a dragon human kind of thing. But think about mythology. It's something like that from mythology. I can't place it in my head.
Oh, like a what do you call those things?
It's a demo
from D&D. Like they're dragonborn, right? Like a dragonborn.
Yeah, but more mythology, like actual.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I forget what that one was too. I think it's one of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Okay, I guess we're going back around. All right, so that was that. Anything else, Tom, that came out of that for you?
We talked about the Nazgul a little bit. Well, there was
we didn't show The Walking Dead,
scale.
but I don't know.
Oh, The Walking Dead looked great.
The Walking Dead up here. Do you have any pictures of that? Or
I do, but not readily available.
Okay,
I sent all the pictures off.
Shoot, I don't know why they didn't.
Bruce Wayne was there. The Bruce Wayne figure from the Batman thing. They had all three of the Walking Dead.
I'm not loving the hair on this, to be honest. Like, I've seen some in-hand pictures too, and I'm not loving it. This looks great. The head on the Batman, I'm really happy with. I'm really cool with that. And I may be even displaying it like that because it's just so nice. But this didn't hit me. I don't know. But I didn't get this. I didn't get the Bruce Wayne. I don't know. Alter Egos is cool. Like, he was great, but like
I love it.
So Walking Dead. Sorry guys, I thought they would for sure have the Walking Dead stuff up here, but I guess they didn't.
They looked amazing though. I thought they looked amazing. Like their Daryl Dixon looks like you could literally rip him off the screen. And I have some pictures.
Yeah, I've had a here. I'll bring this up. I've had a Daryl Dixon custom for a while, and I'm very happy with it. This is a great sculpt though.
Yes,
and the hair looks very good. I really thought mine was great, but this may beat it. But it's the only one. I'll be honest, like Negan, I got the 3-0 Negan. I think this is a better sculpt. It's a little more detailed. It's got a little bit more of the sort of wrinkles and stuff. I think things get lost on the 3-0 sculpts. They get a little soft. But the 3-0 for me, I had a Yunsel outfit for this character, and I sold it because it looked that good. It was like pretty good. So I don't know. They look good. I think Will Foxification was saying he thought this was the best, but I don't.
He looked really good, and I see Matthew Weekly talking about how I thought the Walking Dead figures looked too clean. I will say in person they looked ultra greasy. Like I thought they looked gross, but in the right way. You know, like he looked super sweaty. His hair looked real greasy to me.
He does. I think maybe what he's talking about is like the clothing, which I totally agree with. Like
not enough weathering on the clothing. Yeah.
The suit that I got from, I think it was from Iris, is weathered, so it looks dirty. There's mud and stuff on it, and you kind of want your walking. Like the pants on this are just way too clean. I mean, he's got the stitched up thing here, but like you need some mud on those things. I don't know. This didn't do it for me as much, but I don't know how Walking Dead is going to sell at this point. Like, that's my only thing. Like, are people even? I know there's still shows on, but well, somebody's excited about it. But I don't know. They're iconic characters. I mean, here's the 3-0. It's definitely a better sculpt than this.
Yes.
This is not great.
100%.
This is 100% Jeffrey Dean Morgan. So anyway, there you go. That was InArt. We'll jump over
It was
to
great. Honestly, the best thing about the InArt whole experience was getting to talk with everybody in the production team because they were like, there.
Yeah,
you talk with the 5 like
Viper
main guys. Yeah, like we
Viper was there, man.
Talk to them all, and you were getting answers directly with no marketing people in between. I mean, I know Johnny is their marketing guy, but like still, it was very, very transparent. All the answers were true from the heart, and I've never had that kind of interaction with any toy company before.
It was cool.
That was the best thing. I love it.
It was a little
mismanaged.
Yeah. last minute. Well, there were, I've heard from some people since saying that they came in and there was wires all over the place and they were still setting up, and I get it. And honestly, like, I could have brought, like, Steph came with me. I could have brought Steph because nobody was even taking.
Well, because you came in there, I was supposed to go early to shoot pictures of the booth for specific other people, and when we got in there, literally nothing was set up. And we were there an hour before the event was supposed to open. So it kind of gives you an idea.
Yeah. So
and the same thing happened on Wednesday.
Yeah, a little seat of your pants, but it was cool, and they were cool. And like Viper, like, I've known that name since the Sideshow Collectibles days. No, his customs, his head sculpts and stuff that he would sell back then and things like that. It was pretty cool, meeting him as young as he is. Amazing. All right, so Hot Toys. We had China Joy, I think, was going on. I think at the same time as SDCC, right? Like,
exact same time. Yes.
Yeah. Coincided. Some stuff up here that we've since, I think, were up there, but I mean, have since been seen. Deadpool. What's the verdict, guys? Deadpool.
The movie?
Movie?
Yeah.
Loved it. Yeah,
Okay.
loved it.
Yeah.
I want to go see it again. I have, but there's so many movies coming out. Like, I got to go see Alien next weekend, but like, I want to see it again.
I will probably wait until it comes out to rent or something like that to buy it. You know what I mean, in 4K or whatever. But it was great. My wife's seen none of the Deadpool movies, so I'm gonna have to like introduce her to at least one of those before she sees this. But it was great. It was fun. I mean, stupid fun. The MacGuffin, the whole plot was just like very loose and weak.
They even called it a MacGuffin in the movie, which
literally called it MacGuffin. Yeah.
Yep.
So, did we all order this or?
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question. This deluxe Wolverine was one of the best you get every look you could possibly want, like sleeveless with the shoulder pads, sleeveless without, head, like multiple, 3 different face plates.
Mm-hmm.
The head sculpt looked gorgeous. Like, I've never seen them capture Hugh Jackman so perfectly before.
Mm-hmm.
It was a no-brainer order.
Yeah. I don't always go in for these like ancillary movie things. Like, again, I've got the Avengers and some of the bigger. I did get Moon Knight and I did get Punisher, and I would buy Daredevil because Daredevil still to this day is probably one of my favorite Marvel properties. But this was just, the X-Men, this Wolverine suit, you can't not. I haven't ordered Deadpool yet.
Oh,
I probably will.
Yeah,
but I haven't yet. Did you guys?
Yep,
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Which one did you get?
Deluxe.
The deluxe.
Okay.
Why do you order anything but the deluxe? Come on.
Well, if it's the same price as the collector's edition, but I don't know if there's like, I haven't even like looked at these things or priced them out yet, so I don't even know what
they're the same price.
Actually. Okay.
TJ, you're gonna get Lady Deadpool?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. No.
But this isn't the one. Is there a pack? I don't even know. I'll be honest. Like, I haven't kept up in the last week. That comes with Baby Deadpool and Kid
this
Deadpool and
comes
Headpool.
This one comes with Baby Deadpool and Headpool. Kid Deadpool looks like he's going to be his own standalone release. I'm sorry, her own standalone release, because I know it's Ryan Reynolds' daughter in that costume.
That's right. All right.
Wait, so are you going to get Kidpool?
I probably will not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the price of Rocket, right? It's going to be like $260.
Right.
That's not
$289.
Yeah. Sorry. No.
An accessory is one thing, or like $150 is another thing, but like $200, no.
Exactly.
Not happening. And this was what we were talking about earlier. This is the rooted hair.
Really into this.
The updated body looks so good on this
Looks
one.
so
It
much
does
better.
look really good, right? Like,
yeah, it does.
yeah. I did not. So this went out already, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I did
TJ?
not get this.
Yep.
Okay.
I got
And you
the
didn't-
non special hair version.
That's smart. I thought the hair would look a
Oh, yeah?
little too coiffed.
Well, yeah, it didn't make a big difference for me.
So this one here, the sculpted.
Yes.
Okay, that does look good. Yeah, short hair is a weird thing. Like, I'm almost at a point like where this level is about as far as I want to go with sculpted hair. Anything beyond the volume of this or the length of this, I want rooted hair. This doesn't
if it-
interfere with turning the head.
That's it.
On
If
the
it
neck,
cuts off,
yeah.
like if the hair is longer than where the head
Yeah.
stops, then yeah, you want a rooted hair. But otherwise, sculpted, it looks perfect. Like
But it
Paul
does
Atreides
look
is
great.
the perfect example, right?
Yes, exactly. Paul Atreides, yeah, that is the perfect like level of like, yep, I want. That could go 50-50. I mean, the sculpted hair on
Exactly.
that does look very good, but
Anything
it's the
longer than that,
sheen-
though, rooted.
Yeah, yeah. It's the
100%.
sheen of it, the realism of it that I like a lot on some things. But this, Peter Parker, I mean, it's not even like it's the alter ego of the character. You know what I mean? It's not even the character. Like if Black Widow wore a mask, I probably wouldn't be buying the Black Widow rooted hair version of Black Widow, or same with Scarlet Witch. Speaking of which, this looks fantastic. Can't wait to get
It
this.
almost sold me on getting a Black Widow for my collection.
But
You don't have a Black Widow?
I never
Really?
liked
Oh,
Black
wow.
Widow, the character.
Oh.
As an Avenger, excuse me. I like her when she always showed up in Daredevil comics when I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
loved it because she's like a good stealth. Her as an Avenger did not ever make sense because she's an assassin like behind the scenes. The Avengers is a front-facing.
So you
team,
just
and,
don't
that-
like her as an Avenger,
as an Avenger
character,
which is why this is the one that was going to sell me because I'm like, this is her before she's an Avenger, right? She's
Oh, okay.
like still stealthily following
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
Stark kind of deal, and I like.
You
this.
wouldn't put her on the Avengers shelf, then, is what you're
I
saying.
probably would now because these days she's an Avenger, but like I don't know.
I always thought that was cool. It was like her and Hawkeye, especially they teamed them both up too. It's like the two, it's like he's, there's no superpowers there either. He's just a good.
Well, that's ultimate event. That's the Ultimates. That's why they
Yeah.
teamed up on the Ultimates. So that kind of just became what the blueprint for the movie was.
So I have the. Is this the Civil War? What's the one with the pump where she's got the braid?
Infinity War.
Is that Infinity War?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
Endgame.
That's a great sculpt. I really like. That's what I have on my shelf currently.
Hmm.
And I may,
Like that
I
one.
may swap it out for this one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Infinity War. She's wearing green. You're right. That would be the Endgame one.
Right.
Sorry.
So this is the end. Yeah, this is Endgame.
Oh.
That's right. Because Yelena looks exactly like she's basically going to be Black Widow's same style in the Thunderbolts movie. She has the short blonde hair, same green top.
Right.
That's crazy. I love that they're doing it. I don't need it, but I love that they're doing
I
it.
know. This was TJ. You
Sure.
getting this?
Fuck no. I mean, no. I'm with Tom. Like, it's cool that they did it, but like,
Yeah.
I will never shoot this.
I would love to shoot
No.
this. That's the thing. I want to shoot it, but I don't want to. I have no place for any, prequel stuff outside of Darth Maul on my shelf right now.
This character just. This was the character that when we went to go see the Phantom Menace, my friend and I just looked at each other while they're walking through and like, I spec, and we're just looking at each other like, what is going on?
What are we watching?
what is happening?
Trevor, can I ask you a question? As someone who
Yeah.
saw Return of the Jedi in theater, I'm not miscorrect, right? You did see that.
No,
what
I
did you
saw
think
Star
of the
Wars
Ewoks?
in the theater.
I know, but what Ewoks when they came up? Thoughts?
Well, I had read so much Starlog, I think at that point that I kind of knew that it was supposed to be Wookiees to begin with. Like, and they
Okay.
just couldn't do it. Somehow that slipped out, I think, or maybe I'm misremembering out of timeline. But at that point, when in the age I was a little more savvy, and I was like, these guys are a little cheesy. You know what I mean? But I think they pulled it off. You know what I mean? Like, it was like
They did. They were brutal.
in places they were brutal enough, and then they were cute enough that I was like, okay, all right. I mean, there's a lot of holes in there. Like, how did they have clothes for Leia if they didn't like eat somebody, that was already, and I don't
I
know.
like that as
It
part
just-
of the lore, though. Why not?
Yeah, but how many people are coming to the second, what was it? Which moon of Endor was that? The
Seventh
third
moon of Endor.
Seventh moon of Endor. I don't know how many people are coming there for them to eat, but whatever. But yeah, I didn't hate them. I didn't hate them, but they were the catalyst for for this and everything that happened since then. I think in some ways. But hey, I mean, I'm happy for what's his name who plays Jar Jar
Warwick?
Binks. He's
What's Best? Something Ahmad Best?
Ahmad
Yeah, I
Best.
think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was happy
me
for
too.
him when he got to play a Jedi in
Same.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
awesome.
great. And I would love to see more of him as a Jedi. Like that would be a great spin-off right there.
Yeah, I hope he.
Holy crap. Yes, this is
They nailed
this
a
is-
Chewie. They actually got his
one
sculpt
of-
right. That looks so good.
I've seen people bitching about it still.
Oh my! People bitch about literally anything.
I know.
Who
But this
cares?
is 30 to 40% better than the original one. 100% better than the Force Awakens version in terms of looking like the character.
Yes.
And the only thing is there are some things that were specific to Empire that about his hair that they don't quite have, but you could futz with that. I think you could fix it. But
Wait, are
man,
you getting this, Trevor?
hell yeah.
Do you have
Hell
the
yeah.
New Hope one?
Yeah. And I spent time like I've dyed or like I bought what's it called? It was called hair chalk or something. Like you could use as a temporary thing, like in actual hair. Like if you want to lighten your hair, it's called hair chalk. But somebody recommended it to lighten up around his face and then to darken the mustache to make it look more like him. Because it was pretty good, but it wasn't great. The eyes were off. I've seen people repaint the eyes to be more blue, and they look great. So they had it there. It was just about there, but I think this is excellent, and I'm really happy with this.
This right here, I'm gonna get this
Yeah.
one, and this now confirmed that I could finally get if they do an ESB Han, get that on the shelf as well. I can finally have a Han and Chewie. They need to nail Chewie for me to then get a good Han.
Yeah,
Because without
And they
you can't get Han without Chewie, right? But they've never gotten a good Chewie before.
I don't know. I mean, I still don't. I still don't understand like what is happening with Han Solo from Empire. I really don't know. I mean, I know that there were like probably all sorts of legalities between Star Wars, the first movie, and Empire since it was such a hit. They renegotiated. I'm sure Harrison Ford, being the kind of curmudgeon he is, negotiated some stuff about his likeness or whoever. We don't know. We don't know. We got. What did we just get? We just got.
Old man.
We got
Oh, wait,
Return
no,
of
we
the
got
Jedi.
Yes,
We got Return
right.
of the Jedi, so I don't know why Empire is taking so long because they teased it like 2 or 3 years ago.
And we're gonna get a Red Hulk Harrison Ford with the Captain America movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. He seems to have like softened or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I just don't know
He
what's
still
going
gives
on.
the best interviews ever when it comes
Oh,
to any
ever.
of that stuff.
He's the best, man. I love that guy. As much as he hates everything he's been in, except for
Yep.
Indiana Jones, I love him. I have The Force Awakens. Elliot says Chewie, and I'm very much looking forward to upgrading this one. Yeah, The Force Awakens Chewie. Like, if you feel like doing the surgery, there are tutorials online. It is very scary. You have to like break the jaw out, not literally
Ooh.
break it, but snap it out. No, but it works. Like I did it. I was very scared about doing it, but I did it, and it looks so much better. Still not great, but it looks a lot better. Anyway, yeah, it's the Chewie we desperately need for sure.
Damn straight.
They better not base the Chewie. Yeah, that's.
They better not. You're right, Matthew.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right
right.
because they'll show off like Jar Jar. I could see going away for a little bit, but I feel like the fans will really bring that one back.
I think Jar Jar's coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
people want Jar Jar. I mean, we're in a world where the prequel kids are buying this stuff right now.
The
I mean,
prequels are reign supreme. Everything
yeah,
is. for
I'm.
the prequel
I won't
kids
talk
right
speak for you guys, but my generation is like, they're like, yeah, those guys are like, they're retiring. They're not going to be buying this shit anymore. Little do they know. But yeah, this is great. And I mean, bonus. We didn't even talk about the broken 3PO.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Incredible.
That's the only 3PO I'll need on my shelf.
Oh, really?
In pieces.
Oh, do we
I like.
have a
No, I
3PO
like-
hater?
No, I like 3PO. Actually, my favorite two parts of Star Wars when I was a kid was C-3PO and R2-D2.
Oh, okay.
R2-D2 being the main, of course. But the droids were what I was all about as a kid.
Yeah, I talked to Anthony Daniels at the last celebration, and I've heard a lot of stories about him being kind of a prima donna, but man, he couldn't have been nicer. He was so nice. He was a great guy. So.
He's also how old these days? I'm sure his prima donna days are over. Well, who knows?
I don't know. I still think when you're the Star Wars guy and like you're that big a character, you've got all that. I was in every movie that's been for the most part. I don't know. That's what I've heard. Oh, here we go, man. Here we go. Clones.
Yes.
Talk to me, TJ. Talk to me.
Yes. Want it now.
Okay. What is this?
It's a clone trooper. It's Echo.
Okay.
Echo
Clone
Arc
Trooper.
Trooper.
Right. Yep.
That's not my Echo. Hashtag not my Echo.
Yeah.
I need my Echo to be terribly malformed due to the Empire.
We can get these.
That reminds me of that shot that Trevor posted when he got his Echo last year. Do you remember that one, Tom?
Yeah, that was good.
We did?
I'm trying to remember.
It was so
you
long
remember?
ago. It was so long ago.
That
I
was
can't.
good.
a hard time.
It was a good one.
Memory
Yeah,
is-
just
It was
go back
great.
and look.
It was Echo. Trevor just captured his essence.
Trevor doesn't shoot 1/6 scale figures. Come on. It's not like he
Dude,
names his
I
account or
just
anything like
May
that.
4th, man. I just did it just before we
I'm just busting balls. It's fine. We can keep moving on.
Anyway, let's go back to Echo.
once a year. I shoot 1/6. I can't seem to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of this.
Oh yeah, there's no X. What's going? Oh, hit the. No, that's full screen.
No, that's not what I wanted to do.
There's some guy on a couch.
Son of a bitch. I have to go to Hot Toys. There we go. Okay.
There's Lady
All right.
Pool.
So let's
Oh,
quickly go through. So we had Deadpool, Lady Pool. Oh, we'll talk about Batman.
Batman
Wow,
89
lots of, like,
released. Yeah. They did a whole
these-
bunch of this stuff. Yeah.
yeah, tons of it. Holy cow.
They really
Who
need to
collects
separate the
some of that
two accounts, I feel like. And like InArt,
Yeah.
which I'm sorry, Queen Studio has InArt and Stone Row. Hot Toys needs to separate their brands, I think. Hot Toys should be the 1/6 scale line, and then their smaller stuff should be a different brand.
Truth. All right, so this is the deluxe with
Yes.
Dogpool, which
Oh,
that
Dogpool also
was awesome, man. That
Yes.
I mean, I love Dogpool. You can't not love Dogpool.
I love how much Deadpool loves Dogpool too. It was the best.
I know, I know. What was the?
Love that Alex Brooks came out for this.
You love the
Yeah, I know. Well, he's been coming out lately. He's been doing some stuff, man. Like lately, right? He's been doing some stuff.
Oh, BG?
He's
BG Toy Art?
Yeah, BG.
Oh yeah, he's been
always-
doing. He constantly does it, but he just does. He posts like 2 of the pictures on Instagram and then bounces out.
Yeah.
He's like,
I think he took a little break though for a
He
while.
did,
Though.
yeah.
He wasn't doing it, so
he did.
yeah. I'll be picking this up. It's
Oh.
Here's the thing. Like I've had this like deep in the darkness of my heart. As much as I've loved these movies, I mean, every one of them has been fantastic.
Yeah, you're not a big Deadpool fan. You're like me.
I
I'm
just
also
never
not a
liked
big
Deadpool
fan.
in the comics.
same.
Rob Liefeld has always been my
Least favorite.
my other world. If I had actually become the comic book artist that I wanted to be, he would have been my nemesis, but I never did. So
Was it the feet thing?
it was everything, man. I was just at the age of like, okay, this is what I want to do. And like this MFer is out here like just putting out the worst crap in the world, like and getting paid like big money.
Ask
for
the
it.
man
But-
to draw a nose too. It looks like the
Yeah,
most
I know.
what plastic surgery over sculpted Michael
Yeah, I
Jackson
know.
nose you've ever seen.
I still don't like him. I still don't like him for all that, but he is a different person now, and I have to respect everything he's been through, and to some degree, his opinions on certain things. But like I don't know, he's still just like, man, you're one of the luckiest people in the world that you got dragged along
Yeah.
by these incredibly talented artists as a kid.
He's lucky that people took this character and made something really cool with it. Because all the stuff that we love about Deadpool is not from Rob Liefeld.
It wasn't there not
Right.
to begin
That
with.
all
no.
happened with somebody else in charge of Deadpool. Like all the
Exactly.
cool stuff that we love about that character.
Yeah, exactly. He basically ripped it off from DC. Anyway, But I will probably pick this up because I have loved the movies, and it's great representation. You got to have them next to. We didn't talk about this.
We don't need to talk about this. Move on. Just move on.
It's just all right. Let's move on. Like, yeah, I don't. I've seen customs of this before. It's a great way to reuse that head sculpt, I guess. But nobody's getting this version, right?
I know someone who's getting this version. It's the same person who was also buying that Joker and the Batman costume, actually.
Who's that?
Joe Guns. Oh boy, I don't know how to say it. Godinez.
Okay.
He was with us at Comic-Con.
Yes,
Joe.
yes.
Young
True,
Joe.
Joe, yeah.
He
Yes,
wants
young Joe,
shirtless
yeah,
Wolverine. So
That's
bad.
right. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah. Head sculpt's fantastic. Looks great.
Oh, it's the same head sculpt.
This
from
was
the other
literally
one, yeah.
10 minutes of the movie at the end, though. I mean, it's kind of a weird.
It was less
I
than
don't
10 minutes.
They also should not have
Probably.
shown that. Like, I don't think they should have released any of these
Beforehand,
like, on Wednesday,
right?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
day
yeah.
before the movie came out, it was like,
Yeah.
oh, here's all this stuff.
Not that we didn't know it involved the TVA, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it didn't give away the plot, but it's like a little like, okay.
I think the Deadpool one showing off Headpool, showing off Baby Pool, like all that stuff was a little bit.
Yeah,
too
we
much,
knew that
so-
was coming. Well, I mean, that was in the trailers, but I know there's people who
Oh.
avoid the trailers too.
I avoided the trailer, so I didn't know about
I
like
know you
half of the stuff until.
Yeah.
But I also,
know
at that
you're-
point, I knew because of Nice Pool was part of the
Right.
leaks, like way back in the day, to
Yeah.
expect a lot of Deadpool variants. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah. I saw a review, and I don't think it was Justin's. It was somebody else's. Though, just
Is it
like
Jeddah?
to avoid. Maybe it was Jeddah said avoid this figure. Like,
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
It's not a figure; it's a statue.
It is a statue. Yeah, it's not a figure at all. But
It's not even like as articulated as their power pose line. I don't even know.
Yeah,
what they
no,
call
it's
it.
literally a statue. It's a piece of
Yeah.
plastic with a light in it. Which I don't know. It's just it was a weird choice.
If
I don't
you
know.
are a big Darth Maul fan, I can
Yeah.
see you really wanting this. And I love Darth Maul. I just don't
Yeah, me
have
too.
a display of multiple Darth Mauls. But if I did,
Yeah.
I would get this. Sure.
It's a cool display piece. I guess if you've got some sort of like
Alberto said Sith Nightlight. That's totally what it is.
exactly
Oh, it's a great nightlight.
thirst trap Wolverine. Yeah.
That's how I
Uncanny
am as well,
X-Force,
Brian.
Really?
Oh, Uncanny X-Force is amazing, and everyone should read it. The Rick Remender, Jerry Pena, Uncanny
I remember it
X-Force.
coming out. I never read it.
Brilliant.
Never read it.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I mean, as a display piece, I guess if you're that into Maul, I suppose it's cool, but
Yeah.
not for me. Hana Wolverine. I think we touched on this back in before we.
Not that one. The
stopped?
brown one
No?
was unknown
Okay.
at that time.
So I managed to get this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I don't know about these things, man. They look a little, like just the seams and stuff look a little weird to me.
I will say I'm very hyped on getting the figure, but the more and more I see people shoot it, I think the less excited I am.
Yeah,
but I'm also
that's-
I want it.
think-
I want
yeah.
it in hand. I don't have any of their stuff in hand yet, but I have both Wolverines on.
Yeah,
pre-order,
same.
So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a case to be made for like when people talk about like, even looking at the Wolverine from Deadpool, right? Like that outfit.
Oh, that looks so good in the movie.
But that looks good. But they took it and they
embellished.
MCU'd it. They MCU'd
Yes.
it, right?
A lot of lines, a lot of unique kind of things happening in it.
Exactly. Like if you don't do that, it kind of like translating it from the comics looks like this, and you kind of look at it, and you go, "That's kind of dumb looking." Like it's just kind of, yeah.
And it looked perfect in the
kinda
movie,
dumb.
except for one thing. He just needed
What's
the
that?
mask. So if
Yes.
they add the mask to it, then yeah, it'll be fantastic.
True, right. But I did get it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
keep
see.
it. I think the
Okay.
I hear the
This.
claws are very fragile, by the way. So we're
Oh, really? Okay.
be very careful.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I have the sideshow Tiger Stripe Wolverine. I still like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I don't love the head sculpts on that, but currently it's with my Susu Gambit and Susu Rogue as a X-Men
Marie.
'97 type of thing.
And Cajun Card Dealer
Cajun Car Dealer, sorry. Yeah.
Cajun
and Anne Marie. No, that's not.
Anne Marie, that's
I
right.
don't know who
Anne
you're
Marie.
talking about with this R word that you said.
Sorry, I lost my mouth. Who picked this up? Nobody. Just
I
me?
want it, but
Oh,
I
picked
didn't.
it up,
I
man.
didn't get it.
So like I have a Vader, collection at this point. So like
Yeah.
I may
That's a
actually get rid
display
of.
piece.
This is a display piece. This is basically a statue that moves.
Do you remember the Star Wars Unleashed
yes.
line that Hasbro did way
Yes.
back? This is
Yes.
that, but like
Yes.
elevated 1,000-fold. Yeah.
Or the what was the sideshow Mythos, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So they did a statue of Vader. That I think that was a sideshow statue, or was it sideshow?
I think it was them. They did the Mythos stuff is very them.
It was the burning fire below him, and the sort of the half helmet type of thing. Or I think you had the alternate head that was like the burned face. But I may get rid of the Obi-Wan Kenobi one for this because I mean it's basically kind of a similar.
What's this
thing.
based on?
Nothing. It's just is this video game?
No.
What was this?
It would have the video game logo in the corner.
Yeah, you're right.
I really do think it's just let's just take this scene and make it.
I think you're right. I think it's just kind of an imagine.
But
this thing,
that cape is brilliant.
I freaking love this thing.
Same.
Like I was like I don't know why you would even buy it without this. Like that's I'm gonna light it like this. I mean, this is gonna be like an ultimate Vader display piece, man. This base looks incredible.
Part of me wants that to be my one Vader on my display, like the only Vader I have being just this one, because it's kind of all you need. It's so cool.
I do wish it had like the flames and stuff that like the statue had, or a little bit of a touch of that. But I mean, it's something you could probably
get the flames from Tamashii Nations and just add like surroundings.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yep. This I could do without. Probably not going to display that ever with that unless it's pictures. I think it looks a little weird. Looks like they're trying too hard to meld those two characters or two actors.
It works for me.
But I do like the cracked skull, and I do like the actual. I think it comes right with the actual full helmet as well.
I don't think it does. It doesn't come with full helmet.
Yeah,
it doesn't come with full. Oh, it does. It doesn't come with full chest piece though.
No. It's always
battle damage.
Yeah, it's all battle damage here, but you do hit the helmet, which I think that's probably how I'm going to display it.
Oh, I like the crack. You need the eye showing. It's so cool.
It is cool. I'll probably swap it out here and there, but like I don't know. I just always felt like if his helmet's cracked, like he's gonna die. Like he's like the whole point of this is because he needs to breathe, and that's why he.
Well, I like to imagine there being when it's a half crack. He could still like the feeding tube, whatever he's breathing to, is still available to him on the right side if he needs it.
He's just got to suck a little harder.
Yeah, he sucks a little bit, and then he can deliver a line off to the left, and then suck on it again. It's more belaboring.
Hey, what's up, Jason? Oh, that's right. Jason is getting into the 1/6 world. Like he told me the other day. I think he's got 7 of them now.
Wow.
That's what happens. You buy one, and the next thing you know, you have 7. Next thing you know, there's 50.
It's like potato chips, and then the next thing you know, there's 300. I have the Kenobi Vader, and I'm fine with that. This one I feel is too damaged, dude. Yes, but I mean, Jason, I know you. I would think you'd be totally into this cape, this Vader-shaped cape right here. Like this, from an aesthetic standpoint, I think is just one of the coolest things that I've ever seen come out of Hot Toys for Star Wars. I mean, I am not about plastic capes, but goddamn, that looks cool.
No, they nailed it.
But I get it. Yeah, it is very damaged. Good thing about this Vader, you don't have to worry about the pleather cracking. That's right, exactly.
Fair.
Yeah,
I think
it comes with standard capes, right?
Does it?
Yes, it does. It does because the exclusive is the plastic cape. Yeah,
yes,
it says right there at the top.
Right. Yes, but it doesn't show the other capes for some reason in this series of pictures for whatever reason. I don't know why it doesn't, but oh, there we go. Sorry, it does.
There it is. Yep.
And this looks very cloth-like. It doesn't even look leather or pleather, but it must be. It must be pleather. Yeah, I mean, you can't really damage that. It's going to fall apart.
All the
capes you're right. It is cloth. Yeah, you're right. It is cloth. It's not pleather.
His suit is the pleather stuff.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, this almost this is giving me a Deadpool feel. I don't know.
Same kind of head. Yeah, he needs more.
It's almost Ryan Reynolds.
My memory always has the original actor having like these kind of almost crater like things in his
Yeah,
head.
yeah. I really wish it had been more to the to the side of the original actor than him. All right, then we got all right. So a lot of people a little upset with this. I have
Why?
this on. Do I have this on order? I think I have it on order, or I might be on the wait list. I don't know. I didn't order it quickly, so I may be on the wait list. Did anybody order this? Either of you guys?
It's close to it, but it just never happened for me.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I don't have a Keaton Batman. Obviously, Keaton Batman. It's iconic, right?
And the
Oh,
first Keaton Batman.
Yes.
It made comic book movies possible. You know what I mean? So like to me, this
Okay.
is like,
No. Go back to Superman in the 70s. That made comic book movies possible.
okay, yeah, I would say Superman and Batman. I think it's the darkness of this Batman, even though
I get
by
that.
today's standard this is not dark. It gave us like when you're looking at Superman, it's like there's been Superman, and Superman's always been. I like those Christopher Reeves movies were like phenomenal. Like, yeah,
I thought they
you're
were
right.
game changing because the whole
right.
you
Yes.
believe a man can fly. They were the
Absolutely.
first people to ever do that believably, and it was like,
Yep.
okay, we could make this happen. And I feel like that
Yep.
opened the door to then Batman. Eventually.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So, all right. If that's the grandfather, this is the father of the dark.
Yes, definitely.
Which I think Batman was a difficult thing to do because you had the '60s thing, and if you did it in bright light, like Superman, or even like did it like Superman, like with with tights and a cape, like a Neil Adams Batman, it
wouldn't have
not
worked.
have worked. So anyway, that being said, like it's the reason I want this, but a lot of people are talking about this texture, and this texture was not even on the original version of this that came out years ago. And
But it was on the original suit from the movie.
well,
wasn't it?
people
I do
are
remember.
saying that the original suit did have this texture, but it didn't come across on screen, and it looks smoother. I don't know. I'm seeing pictures of it looking very smooth. I haven't really done a lot of research on this, but also people not loving the face plate. I think it looks pretty good.
I think it looks pretty good too. It doesn't read immediately like Keaton,
Here it does, here it doesn't for some reason. I don't know. It's also like when you've got the movable eyes, if you don't pose the movable eyes in a similar way to like this doesn't look like that shot. They're trying to reproduce a shot here, and it just doesn't quite look the same. I don't know. And that kind of throws you off. But that looks great. This looks fantastic. I really
I
want
love
this
the
piece.
bass.
I'm getting
Honestly,
the whole
yeah.
base. Yeah,
I
if
just
I'm
want the
getting it. I'm
base.
getting the whole base.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with it because I just want it. I've got pretty much, except for Affleck, who I don't care for. I've got every other version of Batman. So
I kind of want to wait to see if InArt does it because I know they're planning on doing the Superman.
that's the other thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Yep.
Like I feel like because Keaton is growing up, Christopher Reeve and Michael Keaton. That was my Batman and that was my
Yep.
Superman. And I want
And I'm
them,
holding out. Yep.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
want the prime versions of them on my display.
Yep. And I'm holding out for that InArt Superman because
Same here.
I have
Yep.
so many times nearly pulled the trigger on that Hot Toys Superman, which looks great.
Oh, it does.
For its age and for the time that it was put out. But it could be so much better, and I really hope that InArt nails it. And
I hope so too.
Gives us what
That's
we want,
why
so.
we that wasn't there at that. They're still working on it. They're still trying to fine tune
Yeah.
some things. So I know that was still in progress.
Yeah,
It kinda
exactly.
does.
Cap Lives. It does look like that. It feels like that to me, like almost like it's. This is not one big rubber body, but it almost gives me that impression. And it, I don't know. I don't know if I can bring up pictures of. I don't know what to search for here, but Hot Toys. Batman '89 versus original.
Oh, you want to see a side by side?
Yeah, some people have these. That's not even the same costume. Hang on. That's like Returns.
Okay, so Elliot's next comment, which I wish I could bring up, says, "I wonder if Hot Toys will go up against InArt again and put out a new Artisan Reeve Superman." I believe that they probably will do exactly that.
Bet on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely count on that. That will happen.
But I will still, just like they did with the Joker, I will be very happy with my InArt pre-order. I'm guaranteeing it now, and not move to Hot Toys.
That's Batman Returns. I can't find it, but if there's pictures up there, you can look at the side by sides of the original release of this, and it's just a lot smoother. I don't know. I mean, I would think that they would go again. I know that the original suit had texture to it, but for some reason it looked smoother on camera, and so that's what they gave. It's kind of like the Joker figure. Like if you look at the original costume, it's very bright. But it's because of the color grading, it has like almost a maroon color to it. And so do you make the figure with that was a debate going around when the customs were being made. Do you make it the maroon color? Do you make it based on the original suit? What do you want? So I don't know. I'm still going to pick it up. I think it looks good enough. All right, let's move on to Lady Deadpool.
Yep. Blake Lively.
Yeah. Is it her in the suit?
That is her in the suit, yeah.
It's her in the suit, okay.
The whole family was on set for this scene.
I thought it was her voice or something and somebody else was in the suit. Oh. That's what I thought.
I thought it was her in the suit, but I'm not 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need this.
I think it's great that they're doing her. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
There are going to be those Deadpool fans who want every Deadpool you could possibly come out with.
Yeah. And Lady Deadpool is
awesome.
A big comic book thing too. So.
Who was also, funny enough, in the comic based on Blake Lively, who at that point in time in life had nothing to do with Ryan Reynolds, but that's who Rob Liefeld said he based her on. Yeah, because she was doing Gossip Girl at that time. So.
See, I don't even believe Rob Liefeld. I think he's just a bullshitter. He's just trying to
I mean, that's very possible. That's what he's saying now. So
no, that's maybe that's cool. That's cool. Anybody picking this up?
Nah.
I think the hair looks good. I mean, it's just a ponytail, but it looks good.
I mean, it looked like synthetic hair in the movie too, so it kind of worked really well.
Yeah. It didn't look really real. All right, are we missing? Okay, Rocket was released
with a new head sculpt. They finally they did it. They came out with a brand new head sculpt for Rocket, and he has a sneer. And I'm very happy, and I'm upset that I can't get it because it's sold
out. You'll be able to get it somewhere. It looks weird though. The sneer looks weird. I don't know.
I like it as a third sculpt, as I have the other two sculpts. If this was the only Rocket sculpt I had, I'd be upset. I guess, But I like it. Yes, it depends on what angle you get it.
Yeah. Again, we go back to like I would love this sculpt for the Rocket that I have, which is the original.
Yeah.
Like sell me the sculpt, Hot Toys. Like 100%. Just sell the sculpt.
Yep. And the price point of this 2-pack, he should have come with all 3 sculpts. That's my personal stance.
Yeah, definitely. DJ, something you're picking up or no? Did you get into these Guardians or no?
No, not for the movie. Love the movie, but I was just tired of trying to collect the whole set.
Do you have the original Guardians or any of them or no?
I have the Guardians from the Endgame and Infinity War.
Okay, yeah, me too. Mine are from the original movie and like mixed. Yeah, well, most of the original original suits. I know this is like comic book accurate with the sort of team suits.
His
and stuff.
His Endgame suit was very much comic accurate though too. Because that also had the scarf. Yeah.
I got the original.
It just didn't have the
emblem. The Guardians of the Galaxy suit, the orange one.
Gotcha. That was an awesome one. I love that one too.
I love that set, man. I love that.
I'm not ashamed to say I have every Rocket except for this one so far. So I want this one.
And so you shall have it. You'll have it.
Because I need Cosmo.
Cosmo semi-articulated or not articulated at all?
Very, very little. I think it's like 3 points of articulation.
Well, you can see the leg is kind of stiff there. Yeah.
Head rotates. I think the arms are on a single joint. I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So there you go with that.
Groot also came out too. Nothing. Changed there.
Did it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Not a fan of this version of Groot. I mean, it was good in the movies.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I want the end of the movie Groot.
What is this? Mark
80?
It's
80?
it is, but it's not. It's like a recolored version of that.
Right.
It's the one specifically for the Avengers Campus. They gave him some Mark 50 parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why everybody shoots that blade. Yeah, that's the way that blade's supposed to be, but the other picture, it's like it's reverse.
Oh yeah, like he's got like a shield or something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I dig it, but interesting.
Yeah, not
You know,
for me.
more Iron Man. It's cool.
Of course.
We'll continue to see more Iron Man.
If it's a day ending in Y, there's probably an Iron Man coming out.
Yep.
I think that's it for Hot Toys. I'm going to jump over to our friends at TNS here and see if there's anything coming out. From the
Well, we
third-party
can show up the
community.
Susu Slash if that's not on
Yep.
here.
Yep. I'll see if I can find that. Well, that's
Wow.
Wow.
That face is such a weird face. I saw that
weird.
one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, what's weird?
He's never
is, like,
smoked a
we're-
cigar in
like,
the movie or anything.
Yeah, like what's going on here? Though, like, you know what I mean? Like, just don't look at it from that angle, and it'll be fine.
Don't look at it from any angle. It just looks
You
awkward.
really, like he's never smoked a cigar,
Nope.
right? Like,
Nope.
What is that?
I don't know. That's someone's fantasy that they made into a sculpt.
There we
Didn't
go.
need it.
Here we go. So Susu Toys.
Oh, the hat does look small. You're right. Oh,
coming
let's
back
see.
from like not producing all the boys figures that I've ordered like over a year and a half ago. Producing a Slash. Yeah, that hat is way too small. It wasn't like full sized on his head, but that is just way too small. Yeah, I'm not digging this. The body
Cool
type
that they're
looks
doing
too
it though.
bulky though. He looks like he's
He looks
He just-
jacked.
powering over
That is an
guitar.
Andrew Dice Clay body with a freaking Slash head.
It is. Yeah, this is all wrong for Slash, man. I mean, maybe I don't even know. I haven't seen him now. I mean, he's older now, but like he was skinny, man.
Yeah.
He was a skinny dude. Not
Hey,
like
rooted
rail
hair.
thin, but like yeah, rooted hair.
That's
Yeah, this
new for
body
them,
is
is it not?
all wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what people are saying about this because this looks weird. Yeah,
Not much
I
on
don't know.
TNS, it looks like.
Sculpt
There's
wise,
Supergirl
not so
too,
much.
right?
Supergirl from Susu.
Yeah. Well, they don't have the pictures up here?
What is this all about?
Like,
Is this something you know about?
no.
Okay.
It's 112.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't even look. Oh yeah,
There it
we
is.
go.
Yep. The face is not good.
Terrible,
Yep.
awful.
If the
That's a
face was
terrible
better,
face.
if the face was better, I would consider getting this. However, I want to see what the new Supergirl looks like from the movies. But I liked this Supergirl. I watched the first like 3 or 4 seasons of the show before it went completely off the rails, and I really liked it. So, but the face is not it.
She looks like she's farting, like she smelled somebody farting. This is terrible. Man, that Superman logo must be just like the easiest thing to search for
Yeah.
because that new
Oh
third party Dark Knight Returns Superman has got it all.
Well, they changed it to like some
blurred
weird
out.
Patriot flag with like some
Oh, yeah.
stars at the bottom.
Yeah.
I loved how photoshopped that looks on every picture. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what
That
picks up-
angle isn't horrible, but yeah, I mean the plastic hair and ugh. Yeah,
I would even forgive the plastic hair because it's Susu. They're third party. They
Sure.
normally don't do rooted, but nail the sculpt a little bit better than this. I don't like.
Mhm.
If I didn't see the suit, I wouldn't know which Supergirl they were going for.
No, that's really bad. Look at that. That's really bad.
It's also what a weird sculpt for Super. Like she's
an
always
attractive
smiling.
woman. She's like,
she
yeah,
is.
exactly, yeah. Like that looks. She looks like 10 years older right there. That's really weird. We got to. You know, what I should do is go from newest activity. See if there's
Oh,
anything
that's
I
why
wanna
it's
talk
so
about.
out
Now,
of
what is
order?
this? What is this blade? Is this 12th scale?
No, that's the 1/6. That's the Susu. That's
this
the one
is
I have on
Susu blade.
pre-order.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, this. Oh, okay. Why is this new?
it's not. I
They
think it's
just-
just pinned to the top, is it not?
Oh, they pinned it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's also not new.
Nope.
We talked about that one already.
This, I don't know what
I have
that
no
is.
idea.
It's just an
I don't.
armored infantryman. Don't know.
This, I think Ada
Some
Wong
of
was newish at least.
Oh, is this? Oh, this is Ada Wong. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Miss Wong. Sorry.
Miss
Miss
Wong,
Wong.
Interesting.
But I know for a fact that Elliot already pre-ordered her, so I know that we've had her on the show. Like we already talked about this figure.
Yeah, I feel like we have, right?
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
their
Yeah.
order is
I
out
remember
of
this.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
remember
they're
this
just like
outfit though. Is this a different?
Neither do
Is there
I.
2 different versions of this?
Elliot, we need you.
Elliot
You
would know.
disappeared from chat, please.
Yeah, because I know we talked about it, but I don't remember that at all.
Like I have this. I've had this on pre-order
Vigilante.
forever.
This is yeah, we've talked about that.
That pre-order, that Night
Talked
Vigilante
about
2.0 was
that.
released like 3 years ago at this point.
Yeah. We've talked about that. Yeah, I guess we've talked about a lot.
Yeah, we talked
I
about
don't
a
know when
list.
these are coming out. Like I think I ordered this,
Should
and I'm
be
kind of a
soon.
little sorry. I've seen it like in hand. It's okay. It doesn't look too bad. It's actually a pretty good sculpt. But I'm wondering if InArt isn't going to do it as well.
I feel like
I ordered these. I ordered all of these before InArt even announced their figure. These are all old shit. Why is this like?
Oh well, that
new?
Tanjiro. Go back. Oh well, he flew up to
Okay, I'm going.
Tanjiro.
I'm going.
the Demon Slayer. You know what Demon Slayer looks like? Him.
This one.
Yep, he's brand new.
Okay.
So this is a 1/6 scale Tanjiro. It comes with I think 3 heads, and yeah, brand new. Looks great. I thought.
This creepy.
I love it. I love it.
Creepy.
Every anime character needs to
I
come with
know.
that style head. The
I know.
the gaff head, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's it, because he always makes that face. Like if you're buying 1/6 scale anime figures, you could not go wrong by getting the 301s. They make great 1/6 scale stuff for the price, and
Those effects
I
are
don't know.
awesome.
Yeah,
What is
they
the
look
effect
real
for?
cool.
Is that like a movement effect or? Oh,
So
yeah,
he
yeah,
does
sword. Yeah,
different. His water breathing
That's cool.
technique. That's what that is.
Okay. It's out of his sword though, like it's a sword effect.
Technically, it's kind of imagined. It doesn't actually manifest in real life.
Oh.
You just
Okay.
yeah.
Too much. Oh god, that would haunt my nightmare.
I love it. I want it.
That is fucking creepy. We've seen that.
Oh, the
they
new
came out with
Homelander
some
heads.
new heads for Homelander.
Which again,
These are better.
accessory packs. Let's just do it. Keep doing it.
I think
love it.
this is better. I still don't
Yeah.
think this is very good.
It's
I
good, it's
packed
not
this
good.
thing up because I hated those head sculpts that came with it, and the other ones that I ordered from who's the other company that was putting out like a five pack or something. I ordered 3
Oh,
of the
right.
5,
I forget what that was.
and they don't
yeah.
fit on the Susu one very well.
Then what were those
so-
heads for?
And they weren't very good either. Well, it was the company that put them out, and I cannot remember who it was. They're
Really to
sitting
their
right
own
over there.
body?
I could definitely go get them. But like, they also put out a figure.
Got it.
But everybody was buying them to replace it because everybody liked the Susu body the most. Although there's controversy over that as well. But yeah, I almost saw. I was like, you know what? I love the boys, but like I don't know that I need every 1/6 boys figure, even though I've had them all on order.
I love the boys too. I have no figures from that line.
Yeah,
but I love
1/12 for me is probably good enough for those. Is this something you want to talk about, or?
We don't have to talk about Datara. This is Zen Creations. We've talked about that Rocket Toys is also doing Datara. I would say if you want a definitive version of this character for your shelf, get the Rocket Toys. If you want a budget scale, like a budget priced version, the Zen Toys looks great for that. Pricing is very different. I think it's like $100 off between the two.
They're both
But you're
1/6?
going to get, yeah, they're both 1/6.
Oh, okay.
I think Rocket Toys does the best 1/6 scale figures for anime I've ever seen.
Gotcha.
So stick with that.
Gotcha. I wish somebody pick up Shogun, man. I would buy some Shogun figures. And I really wish somebody would pick up Blue Eyed Samurai. I wish Jada Toys would pick up Blue Eyed Samurai.
Oh, that would be
Some
rad.
1/12. Yeah.
Oh, I would be in for Blue Eyed Samurai. Anything.
Hell
How
yeah.
good is that show?
112, 1/6,
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, we can jump out of this and talk a little bit at the end here about some pop culture stuff that we've been.
Yeah, there's been so much. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
3 months have passed. We could talk about like House of Dragons. It was great.
Yeah.
The whole season came out the time that we were gone, I think.
So here's the thing. I'm watching House of Dragons, right? And
Yep.
like, you know how much I love Lord of the Rings. TJ, you love Lord of the Rings. We all love Lord of the Rings.
I do. Love it all.
We don't even think we even talked about Rings of Power.
No, but that's coming back soon. Very
It
soon.
is.
This month, right? Late
Yeah.
on.
Is it? Oh,
The
it
The
is
first
fun.
season to me was like, I was
It was
like,
okay.
okay.
It was overshadowed though by House of Dragons. The second that show
Well, the
came
first
out.
season, yeah, like
Yeah.
that. And but I mean, watching the second season of House of Dragons, I'm looking at the cinematography, the framing. We know,
Yep.
the three of us, like the framing of each shot, the detail that's going into
Yep.
all these sets and things, and the lighting that they're putting together to make it feel like, I don't know, it's everything. Nothing feels like, I don't think they did any of this in volume. Maybe they did. Maybe some of it's in like a volume.
Didn't
type
seem
thing.
like it. It all
But it
seemed
didn't
like
seem
they
like
built the
anything
locations.
was in the volume. Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't seem like anything was in like a location that was like virtual. And to me, like a lot of
That's what
the
Ring
Rings
of
of
Power
Power
is. Yeah,
felt
100%.
virtual. For
Yep.
the budget, I was just like, oh my God, if it even just looked like this. But on top of it, the writing and the dialogue in the House of the Dragons, so good, man, so compelling. It gives me that feeling of like, I won't equate this to like, I'm not going to go into Ahsoka territory, but Andor was incredibly written, and like that's what it makes me feel like. And I'm hoping that they learn some lessons from the first season of Rings of Power. I mean, I'm seeing
Same.
like some trolls and maybe some battles like that. Because like there was one episode where he was Celebrimbor was it Celebrimbor? No, it wasn't Celebrimbor. It was our
Isildur?
boy, no, it was Jesus. What's our man from Lord of the Rings? Elrond. Elrond.
Oh,
Elrond
God.
goes to see, to the dwarves, right? And they have that cave in the mines.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's a cave in, and he goes, and it's like we're waiting around, like, oh, what's happening? And then he comes back. It's like, oh, we saved them all. It's like, well, I would have liked to have seen that. That would have been kind of exciting. Like that would have been a cool action scene. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of that. There was just like the action was like her, like Galadriel like riding a horse, which in slow motion. Which was, if they do that anymore, I'm gonna throw up. It was awful. I just want it to be better. I want it to be better. I really want.
I want it to
love
be
that
better
show.
too.
Yeah.
And I have hopes. You know what? I think something that's going to be better is that's coming out not at the same time that House of the Dragon is coming out, because I feel like it was competing in a way that were really showed. Because I was liking.
Yeah,
Ring of
you're
Power,
literally
like, oh,
watching one or
I'm
the
enjoying
other.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, the second I watch House of the Dragon, I'm like, oh, but it's definitely not this.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like now that we're going to get Ring of Power on its own, nothing competing against it, it might be able to stand a
I
little
hope
bit
so.
taller. I hope.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I hope that's not Gandalf.
Oh, I think it's definitely not Gandalf.
I hope it's not. And I hope that they don't, because all right, I hope that they don't mess up Tom Bombadil, because I don't want to fucking hear it from all the Tom Bombadil. I hate Tom Bombadil. Like I'm like, if Tom Bombadil was cut from the books, I'd be perfectly okay with that. I think that
Oh yeah, he
whole
didn't add anything.
section just sucked. I get who he's supposed to, like what he's supposed to represent and everything, and in the whole milieu of it, but it was a pointless chapter of the whole book. But God, he's going to be in it, and people are like, "Oh, he better be jolly." Like, okay, let's make him jolly. I don't know. How do you feel, TJ?
I'm excited. I think it's going to be
All
better.
right, great. No,
I think it's going to be better. It fucking sucked last year when it came up against House of the Dragon. You're right.
yeah.
I'm a fan of like both stories.
Yep.
But because House of the Dragon was based on like something
books.
that existed versus the Lord of the Rings, where they freestyle a little bit with the things that happen in between the ages.
Right.
I'm enjoying as a nerd,
Mhm.
as a big sci-fi nerd, fantasy nerd. I'm enjoying everything that comes out. Like it's very hard for me to like dislike anything,
Yep.
except the
Good for
Acolyte.
you. Good for you. Okay. Well,
Because quick question,
yeah.
what the fuck?
I don't know, man.
That's it. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Quamir
But
was
this is
cool. That's all I'll say. Quamir
So
was cool.
this is actually something I hadn't even thought about in terms of like, And no, Tom's leaving already because Ahsoka was brought up, and he doesn't want to
He heard Ahsoka. Good night,
He
everyone.
doesn't even want to hear it anymore. He's like, I don't even want to be here for this. But that's, I mean, Wing. I don't know, TJ. What do you think
Of the Acolyte?
No. Ahsoka or Acolyte? Because like I
do
thought
have to
Ahsoka
choose
was a
between these two?
terrible.
I'm choosing Ahsoka.
Ahsoka was terribly written. The dialogue was terrible. The story wasn't even that great. But the only reason I would pick Ahsoka over the Acolyte is because I had some connection with the characters.
Yeah.
And that was it. I mean, that's. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Really
that's about it.
concept.
Like, there's nothing else.
I like the concept of the Acolyte. Like the execution, like failed.
I like the concept as they described it originally. You know, I thought we were going to get like a dark side, like bringing up this apprentice type of story, right? And it's not that at all.
No.
And the whole thing is like you're making like the dark side, like it's almost like, well, there's like a gray side to it. No, the dark side is evil, man. Like that has to be a thing in Star Wars, because Star Wars is black and white fantasy for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's gray areas in terms of people and the way they act and stuff, but the dark side is the dark side. And there's not like, well, the dark side is just misunderstood. No, the dark side isn't misunderstood. They're fucking corrupted people. Like they're evil. The reason that they're on the dark side is because they're bad. Right. And it's not just because like he's just some misunderstood emo dude. Like, come on, man. Like what the hell is this? Go ahead, Tom. Like go.
I was gonna say, I think the best part, because I was listening the whole time, I think the best part about the Acolyte is how it ended is exactly what they said the show was going to be about. Because I feel like they ended in a way where it was like, oh, this is, if it carries on another season, then we're actually going to get what they've been talking about. Right?
If it started there,
it
might have been what they were talking about.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. But the writing
and not
was
with
bad,
any kind of
the acting I thought was not good through most of it.
No,
and then
terrible.
As we were talking about fake scenes versus real scenes, it seemed like the first 2 episodes had a lot of sets, and those sets looked amazing. But then they completely stopped after that. And then it was just like the second they hit the planet where it's like, oh, they're all in the jungle and whatnot. I'm like, what is this CGI?
That was
fest?
location from what I heard.
Get out of here. That looked fake.
That's what I said. Like, to me, like when they're outside of like the classroom, though, so they did the classroom thing, and okay, I'm like, that looks good. But I mean, that's easy. Like, you got some windows. It's like fucking
the
Empire
bar
Strikes
at the
Back.
beginning looked good.
The bar, that whole scene was the best part of the whole show.
Oh.
Like, I love that. And you had that, and it's also problematic because you had witnesses as to what happened. So I don't know. It was so convoluted. They tried to be like Rashomon, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're going to do this big mystery thing where from different perspectives, and you're not going to know which. No, you telegraphed everything. Like we knew who the fucking guy was right from the beginning. We know who the dude was. Like, you're not.
We also know the green Jedi lady. There's something wrong with her.
Yeah, knew that she had some connection with him right from the beginning. Yeah, it was all very choreographed. There was no mystery. There was nothing mysterious. And then when you bring up, like, okay, wait a minute, they didn't all burn all the non-Dathomir witches, even though the kid who was just like the worst fucking apprentice in the world. Like, I want to go home. It's like, all right, you know what? Go home, because you're not an apprentice anymore. You suck. Get out of here.
Thrones? Yeah.
Who became a master in like what are people saying? It was like 6 years. The difference. No, he had been like meditating for 10 years, so it looked like I think he was become a master from then in like 3 years.
And he aged like 40 years in those
exactly.
years it was.
That's the other thing. Yeah. But like the worst. I don't even know where I was with that, but like.
No. But if it were actually, because I don't know if that's what Winger Loose is asking about, if Ahsoka is or Acolyte, which will we choose?
I think
it's not even comparable. Because I feel like Ahsoka, I know your feelings on it, but I just want to say that show is a B+ to me. Acolyte is like a D-, like maybe D. There's a whole grade difference in between the two of difference.
Ahsoka was a C, maybe even a C- for me. But yeah.
Well, that's higher than based on how you talk about it.
Well, except that I like the characters. I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, but the Acolyte, yeah, I watched every week and I was just like, Jesus, this is just a wreck, man. Lightsaber choreography, great.
That was cool.
Same
Yeah,
people
that
who
was
did
cool.
like
That's
same
it.
guy who did the prequels, right?
Just I
Right.
like the lightsaber fights. That's it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Stupid, not well thought out. I mean, some stupid shit, like
Yeah.
some like really dumb decisions while you're battling. You know what I mean? To do
Yeah.
certain things, but when it came down to the battles, it was pretty good. But that doesn't like. Yeah, I'm really sad for Star Wars right now because I think okay, so anybody see? Did you see the Skeleton Crew?
That trailer
Really?
looks so good. I am 100% on board.
I mean,
It already looks
I'm
like
still-
it's going to be better than the actual.
Yeah, I agree. It's Goonies to
skeptical.
Star Wars,
Yep.
and
yeah,
yep.
it
Here
looks
for
like Amblin Entertainment did Star Wars back in the
100%.
80s,
Yep.
late 80s, right?
Yes,
Down
down to the rubber costume aliens, which I'm on
Yeah.
board for.
Yeah,
Give me
I
that
mean,
stuff.
there was
I have a
some
Skeleton
scenes
Crew
where the
question.
kid was in his bedroom and the shadows are coming through the window, and I'm like, dude, that is from ET. That's like exactly from ET.
I'm here for it.
Which I'm okay with.
Go ahead,
go ahead,
talk.
CJ.
Talk.
I have a
So stop
question.
doing that.
Yeah. Go.
When is Skeleton Crew supposed to take place?
No idea.
I don't
Does it
know.
matter?
I think it's in the
I'm just
Mandoverse.
curious. Like it's like they're like living in like the suburbs.
Well,
yeah.
So the
That I
galaxy is
didn't
vast. No.
That I
I'm
didn't
just
love.
curious.
Get out of here. The galaxy
No.
is so vast. You don't think the suburbs exist somewhere?
Yeah, but I don't think they look like
Maybe.
suburbs.
Like, it
I don't think they
looks
have
so
streets and like train
They could.
tracks down them and like grass on the
Like,
sidewalk and
scenes where they're
stuff
waiting
like
for,
that.
the
You know what I
space
mean?
bus.
Our
Yeah,
Earth could exist
yeah.
in that galaxy, like somewhere. It's totally
That is
fine.
going to be the thing that's going to pull me out if it's going to be Space Bus and the kids are waiting for Space Bus and like it's go to space school.
Get
Like I'm
outta
going to be
here.
like, no, fuck this
I
shit.
just asking a question. Like
Yeah,
just-
Kevin like feels like a little. Some of that does.
Go to his comment though before
Cinematography
that. He's saying that as a good
Looks
thing.
great. Oh, okay.
I love
Saying
Ewok
the-
specials.
Yeah, I don't get
Okay.
my hopes up, but it got me looking forward to it. Feels like an emo. So he's saying it as a positive, and I'm
All
with
right,
him
Kevin.
on that.
All right, Kevin. We usually agree on a lot of things, Kevin. I'm not really sure that we're going to agree on that, but that's okay.
Well, it's the same pirate from Mando, is it not?
Yeah, this
It's those
this
pirates.
too.
Is
I
that
think
true?
so. Yeah, I think it's those same pirates. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's the same pirates or similar. Yeah, or adjacent to those.
So the
Oh, I thought it
suburbs
was.
were a thing after the Empire fell.
It is Mandoverse. It's Mandoverse is where we're talking
Yes.
about. We're talking
Alright.
about that same. Yeah.
Alright.
Matthew said, I've been reading The High Republic, and Vernestra in Acolyte is a completely different character from the books. Yeah,
I hear
mean,
that.
She was
I hear that
younger,
too.
and yeah, I heard she was a complete. I just don't know, man. I've heard some explanations from the director, and honestly, somebody brought up that, like, I don't even know if I'm going to relay this well enough, but, like, the whole vindicating the Sith or making them misunderstood is almost like a self-reflection on her part for being what's his name's assistant,
Oh, I had heard the same thing. Yeah, Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein's assistant,
Yeah.
and it's almost
Yeah.
like she's like, oh no,
I
but
heard that,
you don't
yeah.
understand, like we're just like I didn't know, or yeah, okay, shut up. I don't know, that's a stretch, but it was interesting. I was like, wow, that's a pretty good take. I take the Thanksgiving special at this point. Okay, so did anybody get to see the leaked footage from Andor season 2?
No.
I did not, but I did watch the leaked trailer for Fantastic Four. So we talked about that one.
You saw the leaked? I didn't see
Oh,
that one.
hell. Oh, I can
I
send you
didn't
the
find
link
that
after
one.
this.
Okay,
so
I didn't
good.
find that one.
It looks so good.
What did I see Marvel wise?
Daredevil? Did you see that leaked trailer?
Daredevil.
That's
I
really
saw
good.
that
Yes.
looked really good without dialogue. Which
Oh, I guess. Do you want to see it with dialogue? I'll
Yes,
send it to you with
because
dialogue.
Vincent
Okay.
D'Onofrio is sitting there talking and like there's no doubt because I think they pulled it down because they thought
Oh,
that was going to be
gotcha.
a flag. But visually, holy shit!
It
Oh
looks
my
like a
God.
trailer for a Netflix continuation.
Yes,
And
yes,
that's exactly what we
absolutely.
all wanted. Yep.
Yep. Punisher showing up. I'm
Yep.
so glad they got the original cast back. Foggy and everybody.
Same.
That's
Wait,
good.
are
And
we,
Bullseye, everything. Yeah.
We're going
Bullseye,
to talk
yep.
about Doctor Doom.
We don't need to talk about Doctor Doom. Let's keep going.
No, let's talk about Doctor Doom because.
Well, Tom said
Okay, well, Tom said no, never mind. Yeah, Andor looks great. I mean, we're getting Krennic, we're getting
Yep.
B.
K2SO.
K2SO in there. That's going to be incredible. I still want my B2 emo figure. Yeah, Muse. Muse is the first.
Muse looks so good. Looks so good.
And White Tiger. That's right. Yeah.
I don't think White Tiger's suit looked good in what we've seen so far, but I'm sure it's going to be great.
I have very high hopes for this Daredevil. I really hope. But
and they confirmed season 2. So
but they went back and refilmed a lot of stuff, and like I think even rewrote some stuff too.
They rewrote the whole series. The whole series
thing,
is different.
Right? Yeah. So I'm hoping that's going to be good.
Can you pull up Cap Lives' comment? Because I just want to say one thing to this. Like, no, the latest one.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for White Tiger in the MCU.
Right from the Bendis run. And I want to say, if they basically just take the Bendis run and make that their blueprint for the entire MCU Daredevil thing, this will be the goated Daredevil live action anything. Just take that Bendis run and make it live action.
Right after this being Miller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't based on Miller.
It seems
it's
more
not going to be Miller.
The Miller name. Yeah.
It's not going to be Miller, but like I hope they take a little bit from that and put it in here. You know, I really hope he gets like completely destroyed. You know what I mean? I really hope they take that whole timeline. Comics accurate Hellcat. Well, we have Hellcat, right? Like she would
have been great if she wore the costume and whatnot. I thought she acted perfectly as Hellcat.
I thought it was great. I'd really like to see her come back. I really, to me, like a lot of those like lower tier street level,
like the Wizard.
And I almost except like Spider-Man was like the crossover. He was like your bridge between like the Avengers and Daredevil. And I love those characters, man. I love Daredevil and all those street level people, man. It was great.
That's why. Okay, so like if we're talking about that,
like the Defenders,
Spider-Man,
you know what I mean?
Freshman year, yes,
you know, they're trying hard.
they're doing their best. Well, the Defenders at that point were Hulk, Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, Namor.
Oh, I had like Beast and like Doctor Strange and who else was in that? God, it was like people like Black Widow, like they weren't like really superheroes. They were just kind of
the Defenders. I know. Wait, what? No, get out of here.
I think Scarlet Witch and what's his name? Her brother were in there as well.
Quicksilver.
Looks like Quicksilver. It looks like DD is doing the Trial of the Century. Oh,
it kind of does actually. You're right.
That could be cool.
Where it is like. Is Matt Murdock
something of a wizard himself?
That's the one I was saying. No. No. Don't you dare.
Somebody. All right. So let's talk about it. So what do you think about the whole Doom thing?
I thought we were going to talk about it. I hate it.
No, TJ, go ahead. No, go for it, TJ.
No. All right, fine.
I'll say my piece if you don't want to. Well, go ahead.
No, like how? Why? How?
Well, this is why I didn't want to talk about it, because I feel like it so writes itself, right? Because they're using him as a stand-in for Kang, because they had to take Kang out. So like, well, let's take a Doctor Doom from another universe. He comes in and he's just going to be the center point for this multiverse thing. It's going to be Doctor Doom, who people recognize as Tony Stark, but it's not. It's actually a different character.
So is he Tony Stark?
I think it will be Tony Stark as Doom from a different universe. Yes, 100%.
Tony Stark.
I think he's from the FF universe, from wherever they're coming from.
I think so. Exactly.
And there was a story where Tony Stark and Victor were roommates in college, and they switched. Victor like created something to switch their like minds or some bullshit, and then Victor was put away or something like that, and Tony became Victor, and Tony became Doom, and. To me, the only thing, like, it could be a good story. Yeah, I don't like the Kang thing. And, like, I was watching a wrap-up of the Kang, like, how, I think it was Screen Crush, who always does great stuff, of the Kang thing. And, like, they really wrapped that up in Loki. Like, it was just like, oh, yeah, it looks like there was a problem in 616 with Kang, but it looks like they took care of that. And that's it. It's over. Like, Kang's done. Like, Kang's,
but they really
wrapped up.
If you didn't watch Quantumania, then
I did watch Quantumania.
But the fact that Quantumania has that one scene at the end where they have the Council of Kangs. And the sad thing is, Kang is such an easy character to recast if they felt that they needed to recast him.
I don't understand not recasting people. What the fuck,
especially
man?
One who's like a multiverse variant where it's just like so easy, right?
And like, yeah, he's a villain. Like, I mean, T'Challa, like, it's like, oh, everybody loved him, and his story was sad. The dude died. Okay, I still think you should have recasted him, but if you don't want to, okay. But this guy, Jonathan Major, like, I think he's a great actor.
Yep.
I don't know what happened here. It sounded like he got
It sounded like both
little
sides were
railroad,
wrong.
but I
in
don't
that.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So whatever. It is what it is. He's on the outs. We fucking recast him, man. Fucking recast him.
But,
instead of recasting a guy who people are peripherally paying attention to, because it's not even like Thanos, like at this point. It's not even to that hype level that they've built this up yet. And your general audience wouldn't probably even know if they recast him, honestly. Or really pay attention. Maybe after seeing Quantumania. But I mean, all the other stuff he's been in has been like kind of ancillary, right? Am I wrong about that?
Well, not season 2 of Loki. He was a major
so what I'm saying
character
is Loki season 2. Like, that's Disney Plus. You got to be watching Disney Plus. You got to be watching Loki. It's not the average, like, I went to see the Avengers Infinity War audience. You know what I mean? Like, they come into the theater again, and they're probably not even going to remember Doom. So it could be anybody.
I think the important
but instead of
part
doing
is,
that, we'll bring RJD back to be Doom. You know what I mean? Like, what? What? I mean, what are you doing?
I think it's fine, because I think it's just going to be Doom in name for 1 to 2 movies, 2 Avengers movies, but then we will get the actual Victor Von Doom in a Fantastic Four 2.
I think that's a problem. Because no, because like they tease Thanos. Forget about Thanos. I think like you have a guy like him playing Doom, right? And then that was a false Doom or a Doom from another world. Now we're going to bring Doom. And everybody's going to be like, meh. You know what I mean? Like, whoever you cast him as, it's not going to be him. And you've already seen him. Like, you've already seen Doom. Like, oh, I know Doom. Like, we're not talking about people like us who understand that that's an alternate universe Doom.
I agree.
I want to see Doom be fucking like the Red Skull and like Thanos. Like, Doom is a fucking character, man. Like, he's got to have a personality. And if you give him Tony Stark's personality to begin with, I don't think anybody's going to get over that. To go to another,
there will be a contingent of the audience that, you're right, will not get over that, and that's why I do think they should have stuck with Kang for these 2 movies, did those 2, and then usher in a proper Doom. Yeah, excuse me, but I feel like this is Marvel, Disney, mostly Disney, floundering in a way. It's like, how do we get people to come back and care about the Marvel universe again? Well, Robert Downey Jr. was it. Let's bring Robert Downey Jr. back, and that will get the people in the seats, and then we can tell whatever story we need to from there.
See, I wouldn't want to be the actor playing Doom after. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I think like you get a Mads Mikkelsen. I know he was already in like Doctor Strange and whatnot, but you can bring him back in as Doom or something like that, and it'll be great. Like, you can bring in a good, serious actor who could do serious, really terrifying shit as Doom. Okay, and I'm good for it.
But here's what I'm saying. Like, I love that this gets nerdy to some degree, but I also think that this is the problem with both the MCU and Star Wars. We've gone down such a hole. Like, let's go back to the Acolyte. They're hacking away at his helmet. How could they can't not get his helmet? And why is it shorting out their lightsabers? Nobody knows what the hell is going on, right? Like, it doesn't even make sense to the audience. It didn't make sense to me because I didn't read so fucking deep into Wikipedia that I knew that there was a metal that was manufactured on, Jabria D or whatever the fuck it is I didn't know what's happening. Can like short out a fucking lightsaber. Yeah. Why is that a thing? Let's not do that. Let's like keep things like fucking simple. Like, yes, there can be little Easter eggs for people who are like deep nerds like us, and I'm not even that deep a nerd. But like the general audience for the Marvel universe. What? No. I'm saying the general audience for the Marvel universe, for the MCU, you got a lot of people into it. I got my wife into it. She never read a comic book in her life. Like, I mean, maybe when she's a little kid, but like, she doesn't know any of this stuff. And she followed it along, and she knew all the characters, and she felt something for them. But like, it's like, oh, here's Darth Vader, but he's not the real Darth Vader. It's some guy. This was, it's Luke Skywalker, really, or a clone. But now here's the real Darth Vader. It's like the impact is lost on like a character like that. Doom is like Darth Vader level scary.
Unless the actual Doctor Doom comes in and he's the one to kill RDJ as Doctor Doom, and he's like, "Sorry, bitches, I'm actually really Doctor Doom. I don't know who this pretender is," and it takes over.
I don't know. They're really gonna have to do it well. But even if that happens, is it like, God, RDJ gets another death scene that's like everybody's like, oh, he's gone. Oh, I like, I want to see him in here.
I agree that RDJ
I don't like
was
this
not the
guy.
right choice
I don't
to
like
bring
this guy. I
back,
like
but
RDJ. I don't like this guy. Who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, I don't know.
The way you bring back Robbie Downey Jr. is in Ironheart as a construct
hologram
that's helping. Yes, as a hologram, like how he was in the comics. Like that's how you bring RDJ back, and also how you bring in more viewers to Ironheart, which I saw that leaked trailer too, and that actually looked really interesting as well. I'm excited for that series. So, like, I don't know.
This comment, I think audience will know the difference. They can handle 3 different Spider-Man actors now. That's different, though. That's nostalgia. That's going back to what people knew from. And I think a lot of people, like I don't know if my wife ever watched the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
She watched the originals, but like, I don't think she really got that deep into it. So she knew who Andrew Garfield was, and she knew he played Spider-Man, but I don't think she really watched those movies all that much. So I don't know, man. It's a different thing for us as nerds, and that makes an okay box office. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Maybe Deadpool and Wolverine is proving me wrong, though. I don't know.
My biggest thing about it is that it does not matter what we all think. All that matters is if the script is good and the story is good, then that's it. That's the only thing. So like all of this is moot. We just got to wait and see. And that's what I'm really tired about with the internet right now. Like I don't want to hear your take on what it could possibly be, like why you have.
Oh, you're going to hear it.
I know. I know.
We're doing
what do you think of Ahsoka,
weeks.
Trevor? Yeah, no. But we'll see. We'll all see. Eventually.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I hope they know what they're doing. I mean, the Russo brothers have not steered us wrong. I hope that they got an idea in this that's going to be like, damn, wow. I'm hoping I'm at the theater going, shit. They did it. They did it. This is it. That was the way to do it, and that's really cool. I really have high hopes for the Fantastic Four. I think it's going to be really good.
Oh, that movie! I gotta tell you, you have to see this leaked trailer.
Yeah,
it looks. The vibes are immaculate.
It was like kind of like just cutscenes, right? Like it wasn't really like any kind of like.
No, it looked like a trailer. No. Okay. It's like a legit trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I heard when somebody was talking about it, it felt like a series of like little.
I thought the same thing too.
Like fading in and out vignettes or something like that. Like it wasn't really anything.
But there's dialogue over it, and there's good music going over it, and it is showing you like a lot of stuff as like it just seemed like a well cut trailer. In descriptions, it read like something that was very much. Again, it comes to how I don't think it will be because I feel like the story will handle what's happening with the other Earth.
Well, people are used to the multiverse at this point.
Yeah,
I really hope they fuck it. Put an end to this thing.
I really hope they fuck it. Oh,
I really just hope they fucking put an end to the multiverse. It's really
they need to. Awful. That's Secret War, though. We're going to go through 2 Avengers movies to get to Secret War, and that's going to be the one to end it.
Ben Grimm now with CGI.
That looks so good. You only see his silhouette in the trailer.
Oh, wow.
His silhouette looks, though, exactly what you imagine Ben Grimm looks like.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm hoping it's a little more John Byrne FF than some maybe a little Kirby, but like not too. I actually love the idea that they're doing it as an alternate universe in the 60s, like an alternate 60s.
Yep.
I think it's going to be, from what I've seen of like the visuals and stuff that they're building for the city and of New York and stuff like that, it looks fun. Like it looks like really well thought out and really cool.
I want to see those sensibilities in modern MCU too, right? Designing the tech that goes forward in the MCU and having the Fantastic Four tech looks advanced, but 60s. Sounds awesome. Yeah. I'm so for it.
It's taking the fish out of water Cap thing, which was always great, and just bringing it like tenfold. with with all Reed's technologies and stuff like that. It's going to be really cool, man. You could picture like him making some sort of gizmo now, in our universe, looking like something, like a tape deck or something, from the 60s or something like that. Could be really cool.
That would be really
That'd be
cool. I did see the Cap footage from D23.
I did not. Yeah, I didn't see that.
It's a new trailer. I'm sure it's going to hit very soon. It gives you
Yeah.
a little bit more insight into what's happening. And then you get to see Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, who looks exactly like Harrison Ford as Red Hulk. So there you go.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
I
it looks
posted
good.
some myself.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I think that one has such Winter Soldier vibes. I am hyped for that movie.
Do you think he's getting the super soldier serum, or do you think because there's some scenes in there that you're like, well, how is he doing this without the super soldier serum? Like, how is he?
I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to get it. I think it's just he's counting on the vibranium parts of his suit for certain things.
I guess
that's all we're seeing. I don't know though. Who knows? I don't think it's almost going to cop out if they do give him the super soldier serum at this point. In a way,
yeah, I don't know. I'm of two minds of that. I'm like, it's. Cool
I am
that
also
he's
of two
not,
minds.
but I'm like, I'd kind of like to see him be like, because you compare him to Cap, and Cap was just like, superhuman, obviously.
Yep.
It's like he's doing a great job, but like he's not Cap, but he is Cap. Like he's supposed to be Cap. I don't know, but anyway.
I like that they're treating him as Cap in this movie. It seems he is, because in the show it was very much a no. The government's going to make their own Captain America, even though Cap chose you to be Cap.
Right.
The government has their own, but in this one it seems like no. You are Cap. Okay.
Yeah, it's got some great connotations. Yeah, that's cool. And I guess did they show anything from the oh God, what am I? I'm losing it. From the one that's going to have Bucky and
Thunderbolts. They did.
Thunderbolts.
I did not see it though, but they did show some stuff from Thunderbolts.
Yeah. Not feeling that's going to be a great hit. I don't know if it's funny in the way that Suicide Squad worked, then maybe it could work. But your general audience doesn't know any of these characters except for Bucky, and that's about it.
They have great actors. I'm excited for it just because of the actors, and I like the swerve that the Thunderbolts comic has. So, and I know clearly with the asterisks on the end of Thunderbolts, the movie will also have that same swerve. So we'll see. And I'm excited for that, but I don't know. We'll see.
I agree. I agree
with that 100%. Brian,
I like it, but at the same time, I kind of want to see him get it. But anyway,
I got that Sam Cap, the first Sam Cap. I got it off somebody on Instagram, so nice. I'm excited to finally have that hot toy.
Sweet.
The display.
Yeah, I got to get a Falcon. I really want a Falcon on the shelf. I really want that original one though.
You know what? I can sell you mine since I'm getting the Cap version of it.
All right, we'll talk. Right. Maybe a little trade in order for the.
That sounds good to me.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thank you everybody for watching. We are back, so we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Or whenever. If there's a lot of shit that drops this week, maybe we'll be back on Sunday.
TJ and I are like this. Trevor's just too busy.
We're back. No, we're back, man. I want to do this. Like I missed this a lot, and it's been a month was enough of a break for stuff to I want to be back. Yes, it has been a while. Thank you, Alberto.
Can we move the show to Tuesday nights to fill the hole that the Acolyte has left in my heart?
Tuesday nights?
No, I'm just
Tuesday?
kidding. I'm just kidding. This is an Acolyte joke. Let's keep going.
Okay.
No, I like the Sunday. I like the Sunday slot. This is good. But we may bring some other guests on. Maybe make it a true 1 6-pack or something like that. We'll see.
How are we not? Oh, you mean 6 people? Got it.
6 people.
Okay. That's a lot of people to juggle.
A lot of people.
I know. Because we all 3 of us talk so much. Well,
yeah,
2 of us anyway.
Fucking chatty Cathy's.
Chime in. We'll stop.
That's all I gotta do. All right. Thank you very much.
You don't have to hit your mic 10 times.
You need a bell. Ding, 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 ding. Like
I
what's
like
his name
that.
from Breaking Bad. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
all right.
Hector.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Anyway, thank you very much. See you in a couple weeks, and as always, may the foam be with you. Bye.